time to flow. Back in the day, rapping Lil Joe. Back up on the mic, it's on the Monday. I done came through, I had a damn good Sunday. I ate good, slept good, yeah, it's real. Back in the day, I used to ride Bumper Green. Cadillac sideways, it be me. Capital letters, J-O to the E. I went to Yates, boys tried to hate. I used to fight big niggas, run from them and hop the gate. And now I'm gone, I'm trying to get my shine on. Every day, I'm on the fucking microphone. We switched the beat, I got the Kanye's on my feet. I'm looking neat, yeah, I gotta take a retreat.
Hey, you see, man, time to start the show. Welcome to the corner, welcome to the show. Welcome to the corner, welcome to the show. Welcome to the corner, welcome to the show. Monday night, this is how it goes. Welcome to the corner, welcome to the show. You in the corner, can't be Brandon and Joe. Hey, you know, we three good actors. And we the kind that you wanna stay for the show after. And see what's up. Say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I really like this show. Y'all was going. Hey. And we gonna start this motherfucker. Get this shit going. I ain't gonna freestyle. I'm done flowing. I really don't know what I wanna say. Go get that J. Cole album every fucking day. I've been playing that bitch back to back. Like a girl that just got slapped. I don't know what that means. But it rhymes so this shit clean. And I'm still going mug on me. I done came down and I'm still on the scene. Ball fade with the Clippers, yeah, I'm looking clean. Got a nice smile, so you know I'm always seen. Yeah, and you know I'm so bold. I don't know what I'm in, but you know I'm still going. Freestyle still flowing.
Get this show started.
Yo, man.
Welcome, y'all.
Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome back again to Actors Quarantine Corner. Y'all know what it is, man. Back again.
Yeah, we back. One time for the one time.
Chicken wings. Back again. Get somebody go get some chicken wings.
That's the best you got right there.
No, that's how I feel.
That's really want somebody to go get some chicken
That
wings.
was heartfelt.
What kind of chicken wings?
Barbecue. You want to flip a coin for that one?
No, man.
What you got to say? What you want? Lemon pepper? Garlic, parmesan?
I don't want garlic. I don't want my breath smelling
no,
like
my
that.
bad. Truffle butter.
I don't put truffle butter on my wings.
Truffle butter.
But I did see a meme that spoke to you two niggas. Talking about I'm done going to eat with niggas that get their steak well done. I'm tired of your bitch ass shaking the table over there trying to cut your hockey puck of meat.
No, I don't know.
And you got the whole table going.
No. Well, first of all, if you cooked it correctly, then you know it wouldn't do that.
Well done is well
I would
done.
just be able to slice on through it.
I ain't eating no truffle butter wings though. But I'm gonna get some hot lemon pepper, some spicy garlic for sure, and lemon pepper wet, not dry lemon pepper.
Oh, wet lemon pepper.
Yeah, nigga, it's a difference. Go to Atlanta. You see the difference, man. You know about that, nigga.
I know. You right. You're absolutely right.
Guess I don't know then.
You gotta go to the Wing Cabin. Houston ain't it. We just got big ass chicken.
That's true.
We got
Texas
I will-
farm-raised chicken.
Farm raised.
I will say, I see why they charge a lot more for the wings out here. Because them motherfuckers are huge.
Huge.
In Atlanta,
Remember when you just get like just
you get flats. You could do this. Remember, you could just, you just pause. You could put it in and pull it out.
Because I like Buffalo Wild Wings, they drumettes are steroided up. I mean, they
Bro.
are like the biggest
Bro, I don't eat that.
They almost just as big as Popeye drumsticks.
Bro, they
I'm not with
huge.
it, bro. I'm not with that.
Bro, I don't want no chicken wing.
Yeah,
I don't want
About
that
the
normal
same
chicken,
size.
bro.
I like a nice little 2 to 3 bite chicken wing. Like look, on that side, I'm done.
No steroids.
You got some chicken you could bite and you still ain't got to the fucking meat yet.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm good.
And stop getting y'all chicken wings breaded and tossed.
Make them all soggy and shit.
Yes, naked, then tossed. That's how I eat my
Soggy.
chicken wing. I don't know about you niggas.
Soggy and shit. Nigga, I'm a wing connoisseur. My fact. Look, I tell people if I was on death row for my last meal,
Wings?
I want 100 extra spicy hot wings and a bucket of blue cheese. And I'm chilling.
I might be a nigga.
Fried meat.
I might want some crab legs.
Cause you bougie, bro, with truffle butter.
No, I want truffle butter on my steak. Now, if I get the steak and crab legs, then yeah, we can
You
have
probably gonna
truffle
do this
butter.
thing, crab leg.
I might do a steak. I might get a nice little porterhouse.
Kobe steak, huh?
Now, I wouldn't do a
Wagyu steak, huh?
No, not for my last one.
Wagyu steak, huh?
For my last one, I need a familiar taste, man. That ain't a familiar taste.
I was
Bro.
saying,
Nah.
So is truffle butter familiar taste?
Yeah, man. We do truffle butter. We was doing truffle butter before Drake and Nicki Minaj and all them motherfuckers made it
Well,
popular.
to my understanding, it wasn't the same thing. I don't think they was talking about.
No, that was a different truffle butter. No, I was talking about
according to the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I was talking about
that's for another time. We
the
ain't gonna get into that
actual
right now.
truffle
Truffle,
butter
right.
that comes from truffles
Yeah,
that
that
they turn into butter.
yeah, that's
Yeah, not the truffle
That-
butter. I mean, Brandon might put that on
Hey,
his steak.
I don't put me in. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I mean, you might put that on your steak. This is a possibility.
What? Truffle butter?
That truffle butter.
Why in the
You have
So,
something against that truffle butter?
well we talking about today?
All right, first let's check in, fellas. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm good.
I'm real good,
Good,
bro.
good.
Can't complain at all.
What's popping, man? What y'all got coming up? What we got not coming up?
School year about to close.
School almost out.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay, when school out for you?
June
June 3rd.
Damn, that's
June
soon.
3rd.
That's soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
June
Shit.
3rd. June 3rd.
Okay, okay.
Outta there.
What else? What else? What else you got
I
popping?
mean, I'm about to start filming a movie soon. End of this month. Last week, Best of Trades is gonna be filmed here in Houston. One of the principal characters for that, so getting excited for that.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
Get a
dope.
little work in at the same time,
That's
but
dope.
I mean, my week was cool, you know, just work. But I did get a chance to catch some good theater this weekend.
What you see,
What
man?
you see, bro?
Man, look, let me tell you what I went to go see. I went to go see The Bluest Eye at Stages Repertory Theater by, what is it, George Bush High School? Did I say that right? George Bush High School, and directed by Actors Quarantine Corner very own honorary member, Miss Destiny Miller. And man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Tell us how it was.
Man,
Tell us how you really feel.
Professional actor, he's sitting here. That show blew me goddamn away. I never seen high school kids act to that level ever in my life. In my experience, I've seen high school shows like it was depth, it was honest, like they had character analysis, like you believe them, you listen to them, you follow the story through them. You know what I mean? Like it was mind blowing. Like it was mind blowing. So I'm gonna just go on, clap it up for Miss Destiny Miller, man.
One more time.
That show was phenomenal. So I don't know how you can go catch it. Better go ask somebody who's seen it or something. I don't know what
We're going to
tell
try
you.
to get her to do it again.
We're gonna get it to happen somewhere.
And again.
Somewhere.
And again.
Somewhere.
Until Bluest Eye is paying her.
You heard that, Oprah? Huh? You heard that, Oprah?
Don't turn it into a movie without Destiny Miller.
I'm trying to tell you.
You heard
like,
that,
for
Oprah?
real, for real. For real.
Don't you
play,
do
Oprah.
And we gonna tag you on that
Don't
too.
be playing shit.
For
But
real.
what's up with you, man? What the week was like?
Man, we was cool. Got to shoot a little short film with one of our, AQC favorites, Miss Crystal Ray.
Yes, sir.
We got to
Crystal
work
Ray.
on a project with her. KB was included.
Yeah.
She had a friend whose father was injured and came across having a bunch of hospital bills and needing some help. So this was Crystal Ray's opportunity to give back in a way that she knew she could give back through her arts, and she brought me and KB on board to help out.
Okay.
And it turned out to be a dope, nice little project.
Good time.
Went real quick, real good. It's good working with people that you know how they work and how they work.
That's gonna work.
That's gonna work.
Yeah.
So you can go and get in there and get the
And
job
be up out
done
of there.
and be up out of there. So it was a dope experience, man. I just hope to keep doing more shit like this in the
Straight
city
up.
if we can. I mean, we getting a lot more little film work out here, so if y'all can keep that coming.
Man, we
Y'all
want to
can
do all
keep
that.
that. Hey,
down
we do
for
film
whatever.
work. Yeah, we might have agents, but you can still, we get y'all a
Yes.
little loophole through the
Hey.
loophole.
Holla at your boy.
We love
As
all the
long
work.
as it's as minimal zoom as possible.
I take all the monies.
Look,
All
look,
of it.
I ain't saying I ain't gonna do it. I'm just
I
telling
didn't
you
say
my
you say.
preference. I have a preference, and I would prefer it be as minimal zoom as possible.
I'ma take
if
all.
COVID possible. Like, but because I can't keep just sitting on the computer all day.
That's
I
good.
already got another job sitting on the computer.
I don't want to just keep
I-
looking at the
I gotta talk to
motherfucker.
people, then act on the computer all day. Like I just might as well just.
Nah, bro, it's like I got a hit of that drug again, just being in front of people for a little bit, man.
Yeah, look,
It's like getting a quick hit, and you like, all I had was like $3 for that $3 rock. Now I'm trying to, get that big rock, where I can just get in front of an audience all the time. But, for now,
Man, I just seen 2 in-person shows since March of 2020, right?
to me, them the first iPhone. I'm gonna let them go and come out.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
I've seen.
I'm gonna let them
2
come out, see how that work.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Now I'm gonna
saying-
get the iPhone.
I'm saying that these shows were actually good. They just feel
Oh yeah,
good to
yeah.
sit in the audience and be a patron of theater, whether it's you out there or not, like just to know that there's people back there working, you got stage managers, you got crew people back there rustling and bustling and just, getting the bees back in the hive. So yeah, I'm excited, man. This
I'm gonna give
this
it a
fall
good
is
3
gonna happen.
weeks. See how everybody turn out.
I don't know, man.
He said it was 2 weeks.
I'm gonna hop out there, man. I ain't gonna wait. Just like they ain't trying to wait, I ain't trying to wait either.
Hey man, hey man, say man.
Strong as I. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been on them film sets, so I ain't fucking, let's get on some set. So fellas, man, what you watching right now? What you still watching? What you want people to check out? What you happen to check out?
All right, what am I watching? It's 2 things that I'm watching. Well, one is not a series, but it's a movie. It's called I Am All Girls. And it's pretty much about a girl that was trafficked when she was younger, and then she come back for all them boys, and it's pretty dope.
That sounds like I spit on your grave. You ever seen that before?
I haven't seen that.
Ooh, it's a series.
Oh, boy, that mother is
The
that
series
it's
is
a
called I
trilogy.
Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, it's a trilogy of movies.
Well, that was one, and then I watched the Startup. Or Startup. That's what
I
it's called.
started Startup.
Oh man, I'm
not.
rocking with that.
I'm not started.
I'm liking the way that's going right now.
Not started.
Oh yeah, you gonna like that, B.
Man, look, I'm still stuck on
Go on, say it.
Cruel Summer.
Okay.
Freeform.
Still
Cruel
Cruel
Summer.
Bro, Cruel Summer, get this nigga a job.
I'm like,
for
for
real
real,
though.
Get this nigga a
Hire
job.
me. I love it. I don't mind.
My man shout y'all out every fucking
Every
week, man.
week, Cruel Summer on Freeform. Check it out every Wednesday. And newly the Mosquito Coast, which comes out every Friday on Apple TV, starring Justin Theroux. If you're familiar with the Leftovers on HBO, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Mosquito Coast. It was actually the book was written by his uncle Paul Theroux, like years back, and now they made it into like a series. And his nephew now,
Oh, that's
Justin
dope.
Theroux, is playing the main character. It's
That's
awesome.
real dope.
It's
What platform?
fucking
Man, there's too many
awesome.
fucking
Apple
platforms.
There's so many.
Apple TV, and since I've been on Apple TV, I watched this other show called Mythic Quest, which was kind of good. It's kind of funny. It's like
I
about
don't like that
people
name.
who make video games, like you know, RPG games. It was the funniest.
That's a
it's funny
personal
shit.
favorite. That's like.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny.
Is it?
It's funny.
I did get to watch. What was the name of that Tom Clancy book movie that Michael B. Jordan just did?
Oh, Without Remorse.
Without Remorse. So I did get to
Yeah.
see that.
What you think?
I
What you think?
I
The
didn't.
black nigga that
I didn't like the ending.
What Denzel say?
The nigga they couldn't kill, and Michael B. Jordan's acting skills are going down to me, man.
Ah, man.
They getting washed away with the stardom.
Personally, to me, I think everybody acting skills get watered down in action movies.
No.
Who gives a dynamite performance in an action movie? Who you gonna say? Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like
No.
what?
Denzel,
Jason
Samuel,
Statham,
Leonardo, Statham. I would say
Nah.
that.
Man, Damon.
Oh, I thought
Have
you
you
said
seen him?
Van
The
Damme.
Bourne movies was good. He didn't do
Bourne
nothing
was
like
good.
give me a
It was
stuff.
a good movie.
Like that.
But the
Come
acting,
on, man.
Matt Damon is Matt Damon.
It's just like John Wick, right? Like John Wick is amazing, but what is Keanu Reeves doing?
nothing.
Like, come on, like maybe it's
Playing what happened when
Maybe
Neo
it's just me.
got older.
Maybe it's just me. I
That's
personally
a
do
lot
not
of old
think.
dudes is doing the action movies, and I'm like, just let the
I-
young dudes do that.
Let them do it, but
But
got.
they're not doing a
Y'all
good
got
job
guns.
either.
Just shoot old dudes. Just shoot.
But Michael B.
boys.
Jordan had a
Slow
scene.
motion shots.
He was talking to his the little sergeant chick, and he was just crying. And I'm like, there's no reason for you to be crying right now. But his eyes, like, it's like he used it at the wrong time, like, or he put the drops in his eyes, and he was just like, I was.
That was his acting
It's
choice,
just-
bro.
Look,
Yeah.
man, I
couldn't get
watched
with it.
It was. I give it like a out of 10.
5.
Okay, out of 5.
No,
Out
Now
of,
he give it a 5 out of
I
10.
gave it-
no, out of 5.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Oh,
I give it about a 7.
damn.
It wasn't. What you thought it was?
3.8. 3.8, close to 4.
Nigga, what?
For real. Yes.
There's some scenes that I enjoyed in that mug.
What's
That's
the
why-
point 8, nigga?
That's
What
the
is that?
strong- scenes
Yours
we
still
talk
on a
about.
10-point scale?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
So 3.8.
They had some good fight scenes in that joint. That's why
I
give it a
like
7.
I like the lady in it. The lady.
I didn't.
You didn't like her?
She didn't give me nothing,
I
dog.
was
Every line
serious.
was like, "Yo, get your mug. We're about to drink." I hate to tell you like this.
I just like the fights.
She was cool, but that was
The fight choreography
I
was
just
dope.
love
they had
the
great fight
fights.
choreography.
Oh my
Choreography was
God.
dope, but you know,
That was awesome.
yeah.
Shout out to the niggas that go into fight choreography, man. Hey, y'all got it
I love
all
it.
day
That's what I'm
long.
saying.
I love it.
That's
But-
why, and that's why the movies don't be.
But I need Michael B. Jordan to reach back into that wire acting, man, and that Oscar
I'm
Grant.
glad you didn't say
And that-
Black Panther.
No. No.
Should I have not said
We
that?
all gave.
He got the one line. What's the line at the end? He barely got that
I
out
don't
right.
remember it.
I don't know what that is.
No, throw me off the boat. Like, no, what he say? Something like, throw me like off the
Oh,
boat like my ancestors.
My ancestors. Where you get these artifacts?
I'm sure he
from?
didn't say throw me off the boat
I
like
don't
my
know,
ancestors.
bro.
Then he
I don't
swung.
remember
Hold
it.
on. Then he was like, swung his hair around.
It wasn't.
Bury me with the people that jumped off the boat because they wanted freedom. Because they knew.
What did he say?
You know the fucking
You
lines. They got us up here.
Hey, you
struggling.
just like
Can you
Michael B.
speak to
Jordan.
the microphone?
You think his acting is on
I
point?
just gave it to you, Joe.
He said, I don't really pay attention to his acting.
All right.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I am watching the NBA playoffs too.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. That's
Now
true.
that the bullshit
Now that the
play
playoffs
in the
have
go
started.
started.
Thanks.
Hey,
Now that the bullshit
Thanks,
play in
NBA.
I
the
enjoyed
go.
it all.
Thanks, NBA, for a long 2 weeks.
Thank you for
I enjoyed
taking
it all.
forever to close the regular season.
It was
Why,
good.
bro?
All of it was good,
Like,
bro.
just what?
KB enjoyed it. He enjoyed it.
KB like
So
KB
we-
likes
basketball.
play-ins.
Pre-playoffs.
So
before the
one
playoffs.
out of
playoffs, the
one
play-ins.
out of 3.
How I wish they would play during regular season was how they played in a little tournament.
KB likes play-ins.
You see what KB called y'all shit? Little tournament. You know when a nigga put little before your shit, he don't care about your shit.
It was only goddamn
They were
3
all-
games. I mean,
They were all
they
the
played 2
games.
games.
They gotta hurry and play these
Directors.
games.
2 games.
Directors and producers, let me tell you this. If you ever hear actors call your shit, this little, I'm tired of doing this little play or this little movie, they are disrespecting the fuck out your shit.
Are they just tired?
I don't think it's just actors.
They just
Don't
tired.
let people call your shit look. All right, fellas, man, we are gathered here today
Yeah.
to discuss the kids,
Mm.
the offspring,
Okay.
the next up,
Yes.
the juniors,
The seed.
the seeds,
Ah.
the
Little
babies,
monsters.
the
Mini
little
me's.
monsters, the mini me's.
Monsters, the chicken
Uh,
nuggets.
My broke best friends.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my broke best friend.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get into just parenting, and being that we are in the arts is pretty much comparable to people that are in dance, people that play baseball, people that play in the NBA or the NFL. And what you notice a lot of time when they have kids, they usually have kids that they try to gear towards or push towards doing what they do for a living. And sometimes you see it with educational and intelligent, not intelligent, but educational people and them academic people, and how they do it with becoming doctors. And if you have 2 doctors in your house, 9 times out of 10, your parents are expecting your ass to become a doctor
Straight
too,
up.
or at least get somewhere
Something
close to it.
Facts.
And you know, as teachers, we
Dentist
hear that.
is not sufficient.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's not a real doctor. So, but for y'all, my dentists that I do
I'm
know,
about to say.
y'all are real
I'm
doctors.
about to say that. It's false. Don't
But-
say that. You might need
Shit,
to
that's
go to
Not
him. You might need to go
you
to
can't
him.
go. You can't go to ER every time about nigga. I'm a doctor here, and then the real doctor, the other doctors come out like, what you say?
That's true. That's true. I see what you're saying.
Or if I'm on a plane, I got a heart attack, and I'm saying, is there a doctor here? Do you want the dentist to come?
If you know what they're doing.
So what exactly is the dentist going to do, Joe? If someone says, "Hey, sorry to get off topic.
No, we need to
Hey!
dive in.
Hey, we need a doctor." He says, "Hey, I'm a dentist." Now what does he do?
That's what I'm asking.
He might be a smart dentist, man. I didn't take I don't know what medical things that they all have to know. It could be something they all know. I don't know.
No, Tom.
know.
Answer the. If someone passes out,
If
and
you
someone
pass
says,
out,
I
Whoever
need
is
a
best for
doctor,
the job.
and he says, "I'm a dentist," do you let him help the person?
No, I'm not gonna hit that. I'm not.
If it's the only person
I'm
available
not.
with some type of credentials, yes.
It's like, do we have to show you he's a dentist?
Because they went to medical school,
That's what I'm saying. They know the basics.
but they
have
somewhere they
somebody
took a
stop
left.
breathing. I'm pretty sure they know how to.
Somewhere they took a
CPR
left,
or
and
something.
the other people
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
they know CPR. But what if you need a little more?
Now,
Then
if I
why
need surgery?
Do,
I
then
don't
why
want
do
them.
doctors talk about dentists?
I don't know. We're gonna dive into that
All
another
right,
time.
That's another day.
But
You're right, you're
what we
right.
were saying is usually academia people really press, or we see it as teachers. You got 2 opposite sides of the spectrum. People that don't give a damn about school at all, and then you got kids that care about it so much.
Yeah.
The anxiety drives them crazy, and the need to be perfect and get all good grades drives them to be depressed or erratic or other type of emotions.
Overwhelmed.
And that's really their parents pushing them towards doing either what they did or wanting them to achieve or accomplish the same type of things they did, or even more because maybe they didn't. So we wanted to dive into that and just talk about and ask, if you have kids or if you are in guardianship of some children, are you going to force them or push them towards what you do for a living? Because you might be so passionate about it that you want to see it passed down to your kids. You got people that own businesses that are like, I want my son to run this,
Yeah.
or Like my man that work, my boy that worked with Turkey Leg, that owned Turkey Leg Hut, he's already saying that his son that's coming, soon is gonna be running the company and all that.
Yeah.
Who's to say that's what he gonna do when he grow up? You know
Say
what I'm
that.
saying? Same with our kids. Like who's to say if I push my kid to being an actor, he might want to do that shit. So we want to just dive into that.
I mean,
Are you going to push your child towards what you do for them?
the word choice is rather abrasive and aggressive for me. The word like force and push, like you know what I mean. Like I never been a fan of those
Guide.
words. It's cool too. But I mean, as far as like forcing them, I mean, I think a lot of us like are forced to, do different things against our will as children. You know what I mean? Like whether your mama put you in sports before you asked to, or all of them, and you only got to do the ones that you wanted to do, and the other ones you didn't want to do. You know what I mean? So, I mean, as far as force, for me, no. Choice is a lot more better for me. And with that choice being made, I can guide from there. You know what I mean? Instead of me just saying, hey, do this. That's pretty much what it sounds like. Like, hey, I'm doing this, so you do this. You know what I mean? And I don't pretty much adhere to that much, whether it comes from my personal life or my parenting style.
That's true.
So, yeah.
So I don't think I won't force my kids into anything that they don't want to do, or especially what I do. Speaking specifically about what we do,
Yeah.
it's a broke art. You know what I mean? Like this is a broke art, and we've had some hardships,
definitely
some real
broke it.
hardships that may be some more hardships later on. And this is a lifestyle I be like, I have to really talk to them about. You know what I mean? If this is something that they want to do. So no, I wouldn't force them into this. Not at all. And I wouldn't force them into anything. I'm pretty much like I don't know. I kind of like, if I see certain things that my kids do, like, for example. So my daughter.
Let's not say force, because force is right. It's
Yeah,
abrasive.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's more like, guide or steer.
Yeah. But even steer, we steer.
what I'm
Which
saying.
is
It all
somewhat the same thing.
But it all depends on, like for me, what I see them do. Like my 3-year-old daughter, as I go pick her up from school today, she's playing in the teacher hair. Now I walk in, the teacher like, yo, she really knows how to twist hair. Who taught her how to do that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess her mom. I don't know how she learned how to do that. Next thing I know, I go to the house.
Yeah.
Today, she got her little doll with the hair,
yeah.
and she's literally braiding it, tightening it each. And I'm like, I don't know if her mom literally said, this is what you do, or she literally just absorbed what she was happening to her and was like, I want to know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I could see if she was like, I want to do hair. Hell yeah, I'm going to push you
Yeah,
into it.
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
you doing that when you was 3 years old.
Yeah.
So I think it's certain things like that I'll catch, that I'll have in the back of my mind, like I think there's something they want to do.
Yeah.
And the minute they say, yeah, I think I'm interested, I'm like, all right, I remember you doing this, so maybe I build more confidence into them doing it. So I'm all about what they're into, what they're actually doing, and how to apply what they're doing, hopefully to the future or for something they like. That's how I'm playing it. That's kind of how my parents did me.
I say for me, I'm going to have to put my kid around a lot of different things and introduce him to a lot of different things. Have him in many different worlds so that when he is ready to make a choice, he is able to make an informed choice because he has been introduced to many things. So he can know which direction he wants to go down and not eventually go down this way and be like, oh shit, I didn't even know this existed or I can do this. So as far as acting and all that, I mean, my thing is he going to be in that world anyway because I'm in that world. So he's going to always be around it. Now, whether or not he want to dive into it, that's going to be on him.
Yeah.
Now, the minute he say, I want to dive into that, then it's going to be go. But until then, you know what I'm saying? I'm allowing him to make his choices. But he will be introduced to many things. So if that means I'm going to force you to take this damn violin or play an instrument class, then I might make him. He might get to choose the instrument, but you're going to go learn how to play it or at least attempt for a month or two to try an instrument. If you don't like it, cool. I'm cool with trying and then saying I don't.
No.
I don't like saying I don't beforehand.
and you haven't even tried something.
So which is the line to walk? Choosing for your child, like, to immerse them in all the things, and then through just observation, choosing what they are good at or what they like the most and letting them roll with that, or just like naturally and organically letting them, fall into that or whatever that may be. You know what I mean? But it's hard to say that because you can't know what anything is until you're introduced to it. You know what I mean?
That's what I would counter with.
Because that's why once you say that, it kind of reminded me of my brother, rest in peace. He was not a sports player.
Yeah.
But my dad wanted him to play football.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, just do this for me. You go out there, try it, just try it.
Yeah.
And let me know. If you don't like it, we'll figure out what we want to do. My brother played 3 games. That boy was like, nah, I'm done with this. I don't want to play football. And my old man was like, cool. You tried it. Thank you for trying something for me.
Yeah, that's all I'm with. You got to try it, then say, I don't want to do it.
But then at the same time, I'm not rich, so it depends on
what I can't
put
you.
We're not finna do football, baseball,
but
all that shit.
About
that's
this
a lot
though.
of money too.
I can't put you in all that, but I can put you in a school that will show you and give you a chance to play each one of those things.
I think we're missing the point,
though. Do that,
We're missing the point.
What's that?
You said your brother was not a sports person. Mm-hmm. That's acknowledgeable, but for the sake of your father, he was like, I want you to do this. So now you have a child in a position of always, like, as a child, like, you want to make your parents proud. Mm-hmm. Like, whether that goes in line with what you want to do or outside of that, you know what I mean? So now you are put in a position of, as a child, so say I know Kenneth, you know what I mean? So say Kenneth played football and he was like damn good, you know what I mean? And your daddy would have been like, yes, but now watching your daddy be so proud, it's like, now I got to keep playing, but knowing good and well, like, I never really wanted to be here in the first place.
But that's why you always give them the option first. So it wasn't like, I want you to try it, but you don't have to keep doing it if you don't like to. You know what I'm saying? You always get an option, but you know what I mean? Because it kind of it puts me in a theater space. I remember being in middle school. That should have been the first time I ever acted in my life. I didn't start acting till 11th grade. But we was in Odyssey of the Mind. We were doing a skit that took us to state. I was supposed to act like a cockroach. I just didn't want to be a cockroach. Fucking period. I didn't want to be a cockroach. So I was like, I'm not cool with the acting. But without that experience, it wouldn't have sparked an idea that maybe this is something I could do. Yeah. So even out of the idea of something that I didn't want to do, it could lead to something else. So I always try. So I like
even with the football experience, even if you do recognize, oh, you are good at this, I think it's good for a child to recognize, okay, I am good at this. Now there are going to be some fathers, like you said, that's going to be like, we're going to keep at it now.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
You done fucked up. You good.
Whether you say, like, even if you get to the point of saying, like, man,
it's your choice, but we're going to go back.
But he going to be like, why would you not? You scored 10 touchdowns last game. You don't want to play no more?
You don't want to be a millionaire?
10 touchdowns.
So it would
then
really...
the conversation changed. So what you want to do?
Yeah. Oh, you want to be an actor?
So you want to be an actor?
You want to be an actor. So you scored 10 touchdowns last week, but you want to go say words?
That was me.
So it would have to be a parent or a father or a mother that really is truly about letting their child choose what they want to do. And like, even if you do recognize that, I think it's okay for them to recognize, hey, I am good in football. And I can apply that same work that I put towards being good at football, towards being good on fucking stage, towards being good in class, towards being good. And just, if you're able to show your child that they can do that, then I think that's better than just trying to hone them into one thing their whole life. Because and I don't think we're doing that anymore as much as we were before. But before we used to zero sports niggas in, was on sports. Science people was on science.
Even theater kids.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know people who've been doing theater since they was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
And it sometimes it makes me feel a certain kind of way because I'm late to the game. Like, regardless of wherever I am in my career, like, I'm super late to the game. And you got people who I've been doing this since I was 3. I was working at Toots when I was 9. Like all these kinds of things, and I'm like damn, like maybe there is something to it. You know what I mean? As far as like immersing him into something and getting him to sell out into something so early, or you know what I mean?
And see, that was happening with me, and it wasn't my father forced me or pushed me or steered me towards it, but he had to go teach theater class. He had summer camps for kids every summer. And so I'm his kid. I gotta go to that shit. Or he ain't finna hire no babysitter when you finna come up here in this camp with the rest of these
kids. And it's theater. It's theater class, so you could definitely go.
Yeah, you can just sit ass down and listen to what's happening. Yeah. And so it wasn't that he was pushing me towards it or trying to get me to do it. It was just I was always around it. And I was always around it enough to be like, I like this shit. You know, I really like. I don't know why I like it. I like being in front of people, so I confused it for a long time. I ran from theater and acting for a long time. I was like, oh, this is just me. I know how to bring people together, throw parties and shit. I'm a good promoter. I'm a good this. I'm a good that. Rather than, nah, you might just be a good actor. You might be good on stage. And after all that shit I did, I came back to what I knew best and what I'd always known, which was acting.
That's true, but I want to ask, like, if you were not exposed or got a chance to see like your father being involved in theater,
I probably wouldn't be interested in theater. I wanted to be a fucking NBA player.
That's fair.
So I stopped growing.
Yeah.
Same bro.
I was gonna rise on. I was gonna play for the Rockets too, and I was gonna have a parade in Houston, nigga. I knew when my parents was they was gonna be on the float, nigga. It was like, nigga, I had the whole plan.
As the tall nigga in the group, I'm sorry for laughing.
No, you laughing, bro.
I want to go see him. Yeah, I just stopped.
And what I noticed, because I played on the court with everybody, I played with the best of the best, but I was a much better entertainer on the court than I was a fucking player. And so niggas like, well, Joe, you funny as shit, or nigga, you talk well. Let's just put the nigga on the team for that reason.
I shouldn't have laughed as hard as I did. I'm sorry, y'all.
So my plan
I did want to go to the NFL, bro.
Is to never keep my kid, force them into it, but I always keep them around what I do. And if they decide they want to fucking go into it, that's a whole nother level.
So is that the best option? Is that like, I can't front, like, my son has not been around theater, but I don't like fully immerse him into it. You know what I mean? Because I almost feel like it's kind of like cheating. Like, I can tell you right now, like, my daddy was a track star. Like, got records in Austin. Like, I'm sure he planned for me to be a track runner. And I did run track, and I was pretty damn good. I was like, this ain't.
I don't want to stretch.
I ain't really want. You got to wake up early. You got to stay after school late. I'm like, man, I don't want. Then I start getting in trouble. Couldn't go to practice because I'm in SAC after school. So practice, like track practice, is after
straight
school.
Narrow. You going left?
Oh yeah, man.
Left and right.
So it was just like, you know what I mean. So like, it's almost like what we call it, planting the seed. Like, how would I feel if my son grew up to be an actor or a better actor than me? It'd probably be one of the proudest things I could possibly imagine in my mind.
Yes.
But I don't want to be the reason for that. But it's hard not to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we are parents. We are the example.
So I got a
question. You know what I mean? And it's hard to.
But
I'm
gonna fuck with him with whatever
like
you do.
It's like you planting the seed, but your seed got the cheat code because it's gonna be there the longest. Right?
All right. So this is the question. So I experienced this when I was in college. Say you been in theater this whole time and your son got to in his 20s, college, or maybe even grad school, and then he decides, hey, Pops, I want to take acting seriously. Would you be upset that after all of this time that you could have been working with him, that he decided all the way to the 20s that this is what I want to do?
Come on home.
No, and look, initially, I'm going to get on his ass.
I'm going to be on his ass.
I'm not even going to front.
I'm like, you know,
I'm going to be like,
look, when you was yay high and we...
Now you've been
I'ma
coming
work with you now,
around,
but-
walking around.
You
since
already,
been
you
4 and a
already,
half.
you already a natural, son.
No.
Come on home.
That
He
means
getting that speech
Come
though.
on home.
no. That means you was just trying to do something else on purpose, and that's the issue.
That's okay. Come on home.
And it is okay.
Nah.
But you
Prodigal-
don't get that speech
prodigal
before
son,
we go
come on
into this
home.
train.
Come on,
man.
You getting that speech.
You
before
had to
we
go
into
out
this
there in the
train.
world and experience it for yourself. Come on home, man. Come on
What?
home.
Not doing theater?
Nah, it's too
Yeah.
late. Nigga.
You sat in that office working 9 to 5.
As long as he
Come
worked
on
9 to 5 and saved up a little
Okay,
bit,
so let's change that circumstance. Same thing.
Can he quit a
Change-
job?
No. Can he be 37, 20, 29, 24 with that same idea? Like, hey, I want to stop everything, and this is what I want to do and focus on now.
Did he
I
plan
think
for it?
How does
yes,
that change?
as long as he has a good plan of how to do it.
Yes, if it's planned out,
I'm all
Absolutely.
for anybody finding acting in theater, no matter what age they are, as long as they have a good plan
yeah.
to do it. You can't just be like, I quit. I just on my whim, I'm just gonna go fucking just go act. So what do I do? What's the first thing I do? Audition. Okay, I'm gonna go out there. And then they find out what the fucking real is. It's just like in the movie Soul. But fucking Joe finally got to do a fucking show, and then he's like, I'm famous now. So what happened?
You know, I ain't like
And what
Soul,
that lady say? We gonna come here and do this shit again tomorrow, nigga.
You know, I didn't like
That's-
Soul.
You reached the point. This is what happens at the point. Now
Yeah.
you gotta do this shit every day.
Yeah.
All right, just like we want to say we want to be on Broadway. By the time we with Broadway, we gonna realize, oh nigga, I gotta go to work every fucking day.
What, on Broadway?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm
cool.
saying some people eventually,
Ain't
like
doing
on
no trip.
year 15, you
Yeah,
might be like,
nigga, on year 2, yeah.
Okay,
Year
okay,
15, on year
yes.
2, I'm like, nigga, I do the
Understood.
same shit.
Fair.
but see, somebody at the ensemble's looking at you like, Brennan's fucking made it.
Right.
And you're like,
But in essence, if you're on Broadway, you have made it.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
That's not making
But-
it, bro. That
I mean, in the theater world,
that's
Broadway
a
has
level.
made it.
That's a level and a step to climb or cross.
When
and
I
a line
said
to cross.
theater
But
world,
it's-
not
it-
acting. In
you're right.
theater world,
It's
Broadway is the top level.
It's an accolade. It's an accolade like that you
In
keep
theater?
with you. Yeah, in theater, it's an
the
accolade.
top level if you go on Broadway.
Yes, but doing a Broadway show or a couple is not making it. I'm
For
sorry.
some people, that's
you
their
ain't
benefit.
you ain't making nothing if you just did one or a couple.
Depends on how
I did
long.
a show in New York off Broadway. I ain't
did-
made it.
I did off
I
Broadway.
ain't made it
It
yet.
depends on how long the run was
Like
too.
I like it. It's just for me. It don't equate. Like making it is exactly what it sounds like. Like and I think it encompasses all of that. Well, for me.
no, we had a whole
You know,
show on
I'm
that. Y'all go
speaking
check
slang.
out that episode.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, even with that, is even if you do get to that point, it's still not gonna feel like I've made it now. Now I just get to chill. No, it's now you still gotta fucking work. So you still gotta get up and you still gotta fucking do this every day. So
let me ask
it's
you.
as long as my fucking child or whoever understand that no matter what the fuck you gonna flip the floss to, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to put that same fucking work towards what you put into that. Then we
Facts.
cool, and then you can switch to whatever you want in life, as long as you
Yeah.
know it's not you're not replacing it to do something more simple. Unless you're just saying, "Hey, Dad, I just want to go mop floors for a living." You know, it don't take much thinking. I'm pretty damn good at it.
Mopping
And-
floors.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we sure gonna have to talk about that. Well,
But see, what if your son like just
No,
seeing
let me-
shit clean?
I'm about to ask y'all.
Oh, then he
so,
can have a cleaning business. That's what we're gonna talk about. You
How
have a
does
cleaning business.
how does it work? Like outside of being just proud and overjoyed, like to watch your prodigy surpass you in your career of what you chose to do with your life.
That'd be awesome.
I would fucking love that.
That's
No,
what
I'm saying like let's expound on that. Like how does that work? Like if whether we chose to direct them in that manner, or they just kind of like developed it and figured it out themselves, and to watch them like surpass that moment of whatever you could have done or wanted to do. Like how does that work?
That shit gonna be
How-
dope to
how
me.
would
And
that
my
be
way
too?
of thinking is, I mean, and this just me as a person. Whatever my son is into or is excelling at, I'm gonna be hype as fuck about that shit. So
Yeah.
if he building robots, we gonna be in the motherfucking
Hey,
robot
shout
building
out
like
your side,
yo.
Shout out my
You know what
dog
I'm saying?
Josiah the Legos.
Exactly. You
Shout
know
out
what I'm
my
saying?
dog,
So
man.
if it's swimming, we gonna be in there with fucking speedos and shit. I guess we gonna be in that
My
bitch.
mom
We
and
gonna-
daddy used to come to my swim meets.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, they was like, where are we at this?
Exactly.
I said, I used to question too, but they was there.
We gonna be rocking. If it's church choir, we gonna be at the motherfucking little revivals.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? In the
Yo.
choir. So we gonna support whatever it is.
Well,
so he
I
knows.
know support. I just mean,
But
on the
that's what
people
I'm saying.
level,
So if he does
in
go
the
into
artist's mind, like,
into
you know,
some shit that I'm like, man, that shit was just like we just saw my dad say.
I mean, that's kind of why I just want you to
just
like
to see-
expound on it.
And just
Yeah, I
to
was
see
just
what
about
it
to
did
say.
to my pops, to know that, my son picked up the torch where he left off because he had to worry about being a grown up and taking care of
Take
kids
care of
and
his
shit.
kids. Fucking right.
And going to that rather than, pursuing the dream he had in acting.
But the thing is, like,
shit.
in a way, like listening to the story of it is like, in a way, he didn't say that he stopped, but he felt like he had to stop, right? But then after having the children, he started teaching theater classes.
He
and
pivoted
whatnot.
and
So-
make a
he figured out-
priority.
But
Priorities.
think about it though. Like you were literally in the same position. Like you were doing artistry, right?
Yeah.
You had a child, but Joe, you still do artistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how, like,
And that's the one thing that's going to be different.
Do you think that you, like, as a parent, as your father watching you, so for you to show Lincoln, like, do you think that you have, like, continued that path and cracked the code that your father was trying to crack? Like, I mean, that's just the way I see it, like, putting the puzzle pieces together. Like,
I
it's
look
still
at-
the same puzzle, but you completed that piece. Like, you're doing the same thing that...
So for you, it's like a
Essentially.
puzzle. For me, I'm looking at like a relay race. So he handed the baton to me after covering 200, 400 yards of paving the way. I think I'm covering my 400, 500 yards of paving the way, and I'm gonna pass the baton. Now whether he run and turn that into more artistry or whatever, I think whatever he does is going to have a sense of art in it because he's been around art. We've exposed him to nothing but artistic type things his whole
Just gonna
life.
be like an open
He-
vessel.
But it'll be
an
open.
artist.
It might not. He might be
I create.
cutting shirts up like this and creating sculptures and shit like that.
I
you
think
know?
we clearly all
Yeah.
got some creative kids.
exactly,
That's the truth.
exactly. And so
My
it's-
son would tear some Legos up, and I've met Lincoln. If you ain't met Lincoln, bro, there's no way to not know.
He gonna be an
And-
actor, period.
And KB got twins, and they are nothing alike, but they are so distinctively
two
special. and
distinctive
all-
personalities.
I'm telling you, man. So, like, they
You
all
gotta hear the vote.
Look creative, like they do things. You just said your daughter was like doing hair, like,
Bro,
like,
it
you know what I
blew
mean?
my
Like,
mind. Like
come
you,
on, man.
and
Like,
like
you
you
know-
gotta really think about that shit. Like you a parent, this first go around. I have twins, so y'all think I got twins, and I had two. No, it's one wife, twins. All right. So I just gotta throw that shit out there. People think you do some hoe shit. Not me.
Who said that?
I didn't say
I
didn't
had
say shit.
that was a conversation I had, and that was
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So I'm letting y'all know.
KB is married with twins.
With twins.
So hold on.
But
How do you have a set of twins
when
but
you
separate?
we gonna go. That's
I used to
another
ask that
episode.
question in high
That's
school.
for another
That's
episode.
another
We'll
episode.
figure that out.
I know some.
I'll bring it
I
up.
know
And
some
you
people-
had twins from two different dads.
I know some people that's. I know some
Yes,
people.
that's possible.
I know.
Now,
some people.
mama-
I know. This is
Now, mamas though.
Oh, but nonetheless.
No.
But it's like.
How?
What you say?
Technology.
He said, but not mama's. I was like, I know.
Technology.
How would you do that?
No, bro. So, like I was saying.
My bad. Yeah. What you said, KB? What?
But it's like when you're a parent and it's the first time you seeing some shit like that, like that's. I've never thought, like I'm walking. You know how parents say, I used to see certain things you used to do when you was a kid, and I'm like, I knew you would be, this is what you would do later on in life. Like that shit is weird to just walk up for the first time and somebody else is telling you, yo, your daughter can do this and X, Y, Z. And I'm like, she can't even say a full sentence yet. But she can really do some hair.
Now, what I think we do have to prepare for, and it happens because I did it to my parents. It's already being done to me. your child be shooting you dummies about what you think they might be into, and they just into it for that week. And then the next week, after you done bought all that shit,
Hey, you see why I said money earlier? You see why I said money earlier?
you done saw your,
It's a lot of
saw
shit.
your
You
son
gotta
kick
pick
a
and
soccer
choose.
ball. Now you
Hey.
done bought all these soccer
Hey.
class, and
I'ma
that
be
nigga
honest.
don't like the first practice. His
I'm
man
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Gotta be
That's
smart
why
about
I won in that manner, because watching that boy change his mind, even about food or just anything, like I know this is not the time for you to be trying to pick or figure out whatever you want to do right now. Let me give you a little time for you to settle within yourself, and then you can vocalize and verbalize like, "Hey, I want to do that." Like you know.
And
what
I got a
mean?
good example. We just put my
Cause,
son in
man,
karate.
That's not what I'm gonna do.
And they gave us the price for the class. And then right before we paid it and gave the card, Kate gonna turn to Lincoln like, "Are you sure you want?" I'm like, "Why are you
Go
asking
ahead,
him?"
Jim, man. Go ahead,
You
Jim.
don't want to
Until
waste
it's not-
money on a talent
Look,
that they probably don't want to do.
but that's true. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like, where is that line? Like for me, in my mind, like if you
It's a
5
budget.
and under,
It's
if
a
you
budget
5
for
and
your shit.
under, you should not be making the final decision.
And I already feel
in
like
what you want
we
to do.
asked him too much.
That's why I
already.
say you
know,
make a
I
budget.
mean, like,
You decide.
it ain't even
you
about,
got
like,
these
I'm not
5
saying-
choices.
Look.
What 3 top ones do you want to do? And
Every
we gonna
parent-
decide the budget for this.
You're
shit.
right, but every parent gonna give their child what they want. But I'm just saying, from 5 and under, like, I don't think you deserve the final say in what is gonna happen economically.
I don't think you know what you
physically.
want.
Whether you knew or not, you know
I
you
don't
want
know.
an
I can't
ostrich.
say that. 'cause
You know you
your
want a
kids
lion.
know- Your
Like,
kids,
you-
your
it
kids
don't
know
matter
what they
what you
don't
know.
want.
You
Your
just
kids know
not-
what they
bro,
don't want. How
My
can you say they don't know
son,
what
my
they do
son
want?
wanted the kitchen, bro. He ain't played in that motherfucking kitchen. Dog, he ain't cooked the motherfucking hamburger.
That's because you
So-
ain't went to the kitchen with him.
We
Go to
in the kitchen
with
every
him.
night. It's in his bedroom. I be like, "Man, cook me up something before we go to bed, man." Cook me.
My kids stay in the kitchen. They got plate
I wanna
on
go
there,
downstairs
they
and
make
play.
ice cream and everything else in the kitchen. They stay
I
in
want
the
to go
kitchen.
downstairs and play.
You know when he'll fuck with that kitchen? When we get ready to say, "Man, we need to get that kitchen away." Now he in that motherfucker just cooking everything. Oh, Dad, no, I use the kitchen, Daddy. Look at me, Daddy. I'm cooking. You want some salmon? Oh, where'd you learn that word? Yeah. Whenever we get ready to get rid of a toy, that motherfucker use that motherfucker all the time.
Hey, you want the salmon?
Yeah.
You know that word.
All the motherfucking time. Like, man, this motherfucking
shit.
garbage truck ain't got no wheels no more. We should probably throw that away or give it away. No!
No.
I still play with that. I tow it.
I tow it. I tow it.
It's broken right now.
It's
It's broken, so he tow it.
It's
It's
broke
in the
down.
shop.
It's broke
Yeah,
down,
he's
bro.
such a
Come on,
creator.
man.
Yeah,
You
he's
ain't
such a
gonna
creator.
throw your car away. You're not gonna throw your car away. Come on, man.
I bet in 2 years he gonna say
That's
exactly.
how I say. That's gonna be the older version of that. You throw your car
You
away.
ain't know your
Shut
own
up.
way.
And you can't say nothing back to you. Just shut up.
What?
That's how I be doing now, man. He be so smart. I just be like, "Cause I said so." You
That's
know
the
when the
word.
parents say that, they ain't got
That's
nothing
the
else.
word.
Nothing else.
Donna Morgan, if you watching, just know, because I said so, it's PTSD. I do not like that. It's not
It
even
is.
fair or right or righteous.
You know what my dad would do?
It's not justice.
You
It
know what my
doesn't
dad do?
make sense.
I agree with that.
And I've said it to my son.
My dad would do. I'm
Yeah.
done talking.
That's the worst because you don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm done
after that.
talking.
Man,
And
I-
then,
That's why. And my mama good. Oh man,
Oh,
my mama
man.
used to make me so angry.
woo, I hate that
My
one.
mother will.
Cause I'm not done talking.
Go mute.
I'm done talking.
Nigga,
She will shut like
Mute.
you'll be talking to her and it's almost like
y'all parents still in front of y'all. My mom will literally go to her room and close her door.
she can do that too.
And
But-
won't say
but why you
shit.
staying like
Boy,
mama,
that shit is
mama,
the
mama,
worst.
mama,
It's
mama,
the
like,
worst. She going and close the door.
it's
My
so
dad
annoying.
typing up a
I
whole
can't-
sermon. I don't know why you still talking.
You see, I'm busy.
I'm like, bro, I just said a whole monologue. Are you done?
Now you done.
All right.
All right, thank you. Can I go now?
No, yeah, you could have been left.
No, that's you trying to go over your friend house. Now can I go? I gave you the whole speech. No,
No.
you still can't go.
No.
All right.
No,
Go
back early before all that, right?
But look, go ask your mama. I'm sure she probably gonna tell you no, but just go ask your
My
mama.
people ain't play that.
Nah, we ain't did that. None of that.
Why you asking your mama?
I already gave you the
I already
answer.
told you no. And then he say it loud enough so everybody
No,
can hear.
no. See, you go. I usually got the same answer, but you just do it at different times.
Yes.
See,
But see, my mama got
if I
smart.
was trying to go somewhere on Friday, I'd probably ask my mama on like Monday, and you know she gonna say no.
But my mama got
And
smart.
then like Wednesday, Thursday, I ask my dad, be like, hey, can I, because it's Friday, you know, it's quick, so he might forget to tell my mama, you know what I mean? But
That shit never worked.
it didn't work that good. But
Nah, my
That
mama
shit
hit us.
never
My mama hit us
worked
with
for me.
the what your daddy said.
That's the line right there.
God
That's
damn.
the
Did you
number
already
one.
ask your daddy?
No.
Did you already ask your
What your
daddy?
daddy-
Did you already ask your mama? Yeah, I did. What they say?
My daddy didn't even say that because he know my mama
well-
already said yes.
Well, he told he
That was
they
that
told
was
me
the
to ask
confirmation.
you.
What they say?
They told me to ask you.
No, that wasn't gonna work. That didn't work in my house. They already
I
knew-
tried that.
They knew the answer.
But
told
daddy,
me
mama
that.
said yes. I told you no.
Well,
No, that's not.
Oh, so your word means more than mama?
Oh,
Oh,
nah, I
but
didn't
see-
get that one.
see, you try
I
to
didn't get
stir
that
it
one.
I
up.
did that
Yeah,
shit.
I
You
didn't,
tried.
I didn't stir the pot. No.
I try to do that and just back
Oh,
out.
no.
You gonna cause dissension in the
No,
ranks.
I didn't stir the pot. Oh, no.
I'm gonna fuck up
Dissension in the
I'm gonna
ranks.
fuck up your dojo.
Y'all gonna let me go outside this weekend. I'm gonna get outside this weekend.
Y'all finna have one of them arguments that happen when I go to sleep. Yeah, nigga.
Nah, I wouldn't.
My parents used to argue so intelligently, dog. It used to sound like a full, like a TSU debate. I was like, are they mad? No, Yolanda, I'm very perturbed. And what the fuck is perturbed? He just called her a
Upset.
turd.
Upset.
Uh-oh. Was that you?
Look over there.
Alright, so how about this? So, if you did find out that your son was the next LeBron James, would you let him go into acting?
And he asked me to go acting if he was LeBron James.
Yeah, he wasn't going to acting.
Fuck no. You can act after you're LeBron James. Fuck is you talking about? If you already LeBron James,
Is that why he should have waited to make Space Jam? He should have waited till he was retired like Michael. But Michael came back though.
Now, real talk.
Michael came
back.
Now, real talk. And
Michael came
it's
back.
some kids that's just true prodigies. Like you got it, you know it right away that they destined. They great. Now, if I got a
Is
kid
LeBron's
that's that,
son a prodigy?
I don't know.
There are many other.
I didn't
people
grow up
who-
with him. I can't tell you that. I know he got a good example of what to do to train properly to be great.
And
I
he
know
could-
that for a
I
fact.
think-
And he
I
could
think-
spend $1 million on his
On
body.
his body every year.
I think DNA wise, like physically, his sons can like live up to the stature of it.
His
But-
sons are
but-
already better than he was at his age. At their age now, LeBron will tell you that.
That's
LeBron
what he
would.
says.
LeBron would tell
That's
you
what he says.
that they
But
had
watching
certain
them-
parts of their
Bro,
game.
I'm not gonna lie. I follow high school basketball.
I was watching
I-
LeBron
I
in
was
10th
watching-
grade.
And what did
Dwayne
LeBron do
Wade's
all the
son,
time in
Dwayne
high
Wade's
school?
son better than
Keep
LeBron's son.
Keep it a G. What did
Mikey Williams
what
is better
did
than all of them.
LeBron James do in high school? What do you remember him from?
Balling.
No, balling. What? Doing what on the court?
Duncan.
That's
Auburn.
he. What you don't remember him from 3-pointers, from assists. You
No,
don't
but
remember
he
him
made
from that
23
shit.
points off of dunks.
But that's my point. That's what you're. His son,
Bro,
you don't remember.
He
Listen,
jumped
listen
over
what I'm-
like two dudes
listen
almost
what
from
I'm
the free
saying.
throw line
Listen what I'm
in
saying.
high school.
Listen what I'm saying.
In high school,
He can
he's
dunk.
jumping over dudes
But he
he's
can't.
playing against.
What is that? He can't. His
I'm not even a LeBron
I'm telling
fan.
you what
I'm just
LeBron
saying.
said. His son got a better shot than he did at that age. He can pass. He has a better IQ than he did at the age.
Not IQ.
That That's what LeBron says. What are you saying?
I'm gonna say like
how you gonna tell
He's
LeBron?
supposed to say that.
No. What he's saying?
His son is. I
His
watched him in
son
high school like
has
he
No,
no
did.
Bronny is good.
He was,
No,
he was dominant and was
What
just
he's saying
dunking on
is
everybody. He didn't have to play with everybody. He
In
was
high school-
above everybody in high school.
No, he
his
right.
son has to play with everybody, so his game is a little more
Not
equipped.
better than
No, his sons.
I said more skilled. I didn't say
has
better
an
than.
all-around better developed game than LeBron in high school. Is he better than LeBron when he
You
was in high
can't say
school?
that now.
No.
You can't say
What
that.
How
you
do
mean
those
you
two
can't?
statements work? How do you say
can't
you
say
have a
that.
better all-around game than LeBron in
And
high
but
school,
he's not better than
but
him.
he's not better than LeBron?
That's what I say. I
when
can't
he's
say
in
that.
high
Have
school.
you watched these
He's
high
only a
school kids
freshman.
play? Let me
He's a
time out.
freshman.
First of all, I just watched high schoolers.
No, I'm just saying them two
No.
statements.
I
I
just
get what
watched
you're saying.
high schoolers do a theater show. They got it. Have y'all watched these high schoolers play basketball? All of them are way better than what these dudes used to be in high school. T-Mac, Kevin Garnett, J.R. Smith. They got way all around better games. They can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot, they can dunk, and that's all of them. All of them. Even the little bitty ones. I'm serious. Like, they all are
They
way
not
better
LeBron.
than, man, look.
Give
It
him-
was
give
a
him-
reason
give
this
him a
man
chance to
was
get
on
to it.
ESPN.
Give him a chance to get to it.
Look, all I'm saying is LeBron's son is good.
What grade is Bronny in right now?
He's
Nah,
like,
he's a freshman.
So
freshman
we not
or
watching him
sophomore.
on ESPN next year.
We watching them already.
We already had two games on there.
But this
We
is
already had two
when
games.
high school games was never televised.
They've
When
been
Bron
televised for a
played.
while.
I went to
Now
school
when
with-
LeBron played, you wasn't watching no
What?
high school games.
I went to
listen,
school-
that's
I went to school with
bro,
TJ
when
Ford, and I
Carmelo
was
Anthony
watching him,
played,
so I
you know how
can't
many
say
times
that.
Oak Hill Academy came on ESPN
No.
or ESPN 2?
No,
Do-
I saw him when
Well,
LeBron played.
I'm sorry that you didn't watch it, but they come on.
No,
They
I watched
definitely
Carmelo
broadcast.
come play here, but they did not
That's cool.
broadcast no
I mean,
Carmelo by
everyone-
Just because you
No,
didn't
they
see
did
them
not,
does not
dog.
mean they did not broadcast
LeBron
them.
wasn't the
I'm
only
sorry,
one.
bro.
He was the first high school nigga they was broadcasting on ESPN with his own fucking game where they advertised.
You
these
are
two
out of your
niggas
mind, son.
Name one other nigga
Kobe
they broadcast.
Bryant's
What game did they broadcast a Kobe
Bro, they
Bryant?
broadcasted so many of them.
No, you talking about what you
Garnett.
see now. You
Kevin
cannot watch a
Garnett.
Kobe high school game. Who did he
you watch
play?
That's how we knew
basketball?
Kobe was.
Do you watch
You
basketball?
did not watch a Kobe. Who did,
I remember
what
Kobe from
high school did Garnett go
Brandy.
to?
Over Marion
He
High.
dated
What high
Brandy.
school did
He
Garnett
went
go to?
Prom with Brandy. I remember him from high school because
What
of
high
shit
school?
Like that.
So you watched Garnett play in high school?
I don't remember.
And you
him.
watched Kobe
I don't
games
remember
on
some high
TV
schools that
in
I
high
I watched
school.
Kobe games. I watched
You
T.J.
watched Kobe
games.
games on TV
I
in
watched
high
J.R.
school.
Smith games.
Boy, y'all
I watched
full of
Carmelo Anthony
You full
games.
of shit
Yeah,
because you
full of
didn't
shit.
watch the shit. What are you
First off,
talking
what
about?
grade was you in when Kobe was playing?
What,
In
like-
high school.
Like middle school.
Exactly.
I was in high school.
No.
Who?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't in high school.
We were in middle
Joe
school
don't
when
watch
Kobe was
basketball.
playing.
I was.
He doesn't. He
John
only watches
went,
professional.
John went to middle
And
school
he
when
was on
Kobe
TV.
was at Lower Marion.
And
Joe
he was
only
on TV on ESPN.
John had
Maybe
to
not
take his
ESPN,
dad. John
but
had
other
to take
channels.
his dad to the game to go see Kobe
He
play.
doesn't watch March Madness.
In
He only
Houston,
watches
right?
professional.
No, in Philly.
So that is
His dad was the one that blew Kobe
We know
up
who
because he
Kobe-
went to go see
we know-
Kobe play.
LeBron was not the
You
first
were-
person that they watched on ESPN from high school. He wasn't the first.
So that's pretty.
I don't know
much
what
what's
he's talking
happening.
You niggas full of shit talking
Like
about y'all
TJ
watch Kobe
Ford.
play in high school.
Dan,
You watch
Talk
TJ
about-
Ford games on high school?
I was in high school
In
with him.
ESPN?
He was on
They play
TV
Willie
when I was
Ridge
at the
games.
games.
They
He
play
was on
Willie
TV
Ridge
when I was at
games
the
on
games.
ESPN.
He was on TV
On
when I was at the
ESPN?
games, when they went to state and
On
shit, and that-
ESPN.
Yes.
Or are you talking about the bullshit TSN network that they show all
It's
the
TV.
Longhorn games?
It's fucking TV.
That's the Longhorn games. That's
It's-
not national
I'm not,
TV.
He wasn't in Longhorn.
That's
I was
regional.
watching them. You
Hey.
just said high school.
That's where they play the games, nigga.
What you talking
Where do they
about?
play state games?
Why y'all
We was
mad?
At the
watching
Longhorns.
We was watching them. I've been in.
At
with-
UT.
I was watching them on ESPN.
They did not play the fucking state
They
game on
showed-
ESPN,
They
nigga.
show highlights
Okay,
on
my,
ESPN
okay,
from the state
ESPN
games
too, bro.
with TJ
Okay.
Ford and Danny Quinn and them niggas.
Okay, they played.
There wasn't even an ESPN 2 back then,
Nah, that's a
nigga.
lie. That's a lie. It's been ESPN.
Since when?
too
I'm
for
not
a
going
while.
back.
Since when?
I mean, you can Google it. You keep talking all these facts, but you ain't looking them up. I
I'm
know you
listening
don't
to
got
the
them
facts
all
y'all
logged
saying.
in there
Y'all
like that.
are saying
I
facts.
went
I'm
to
saying
school
y'all
with the
full of
niggas,
shit.
and I'm
One, y'all ain't seen no
watching them on
Kobe
TV
play in
because I was
high
at the
school.
game trying to see myself
Y'all
on
ain't
TV.
watched TJ
I
Ford
watched
play
it.
in high school unless you was at the actual fucking game. So stop all that shit, man. Y'all was not
I was
watching
at
these
the
niggas
game,
on
but they
national
was definitely on
TV
TV
play.
because I went to watch it and try to see myself on the screen.
Bro, they've been showing high school games for
Yes,
years,
on channel
decades.
13, Fox 26, motherfucking.
We from
Not
Houston,
on
man.
national. The whole point was ESPN, bro. We talked about him being televised on the
You
national
said
league.
LeBron
I
was
said
the
on
first person
ESPN,
on
on
ESPN from high school to be
national
seen on
TV,
TV,
his
and I
whole
said,
game.
I disagree with that.
Is that what you bought? Also, after all of that, now you say it's because
That's what I've
of
always
it?
said. I've always said that he was on ESPN. Wasn't that? Why would
He said
Why
he
would
was
I
the
argue
first
that he
one
was the
on
first nigga
ESPN.
on TV?
He said he was the first
back to
one
their
on
kids.
ESPN.
Back to their kids. How they kids
Yes, he gonna
doing?
be if he LeBron, goddamn right.
How they
I'm
kids doing?
trained. I'm putting all my whatever into making sure he be LeBron. If he that's what he want to do or she want to do, and I see that in them, yes, absolutely.
But the original question was,
They
if your
gonna-
son
Wanna be an
was
actor.
gonna be LeBron. He was like, I want to stop being LeBron.
And
so
I
can
told
be
you,
an actor.
fuck no.
Exactly.
Okay,
That's what I heard.
I thought I
I'm
said
just
that.
making-
I
So
thought I said that
I
clearly.
ain't gonna.
You gonna say fuck no?
Look, I'm gonna say what I got to say first, and I'm gonna let him know that ultimately the decision is up to yours.
What you gonna say first?
But if it gets too out of hand, I'm gonna step in and help you make that decision.
How?
Nigga play back, LeBron.
How we know? Now I wanna know how the nigga gonna
I'm
help.
tell you.
How you
What
gonna
I'm
help?
saying is, what I'm gonna say is like,
I'm
look,
tell you.
if you already have something going and you really don't like it that much, do what you gotta do so you can do what you want to do. Okay? And you got to continue and see that through or whatever you gotta do so you can get to do what you want to do. And that may not be the best option for you at this moment. Or time in your career or
And he says
wherever.
it is.
Like I'm gonna put
When
it to
do
you
you
straight.
step in?
I'm probably
And
not
he
gonna
says
say
it
it
is.
that politically correct.
When do you step in?
I'm telling you.
So
And how? How does a father insert himself?
So look, he make that decision.
Now,
right?
how old are we? How
No,
old are we? when
it
we
don't
talking
even
about
matter.
It do matter. It do
does.
matter. It does matter. How old are we talking about it when we discover that he may
16.
be LeBron? Fucking know he's playing basketball.
Nah, man. First of all,
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
you don't know if he gonna be LeBron or not when he's 16.
What? We
We
knew
knew
LeBron
LeBron
was going to be
was
LeBron
LeBron
at 16. What are you
No,
talking about?
no. Time out. You did not know LeBron was going to be LeBron at 16.
We all assume.
You
But
had
he made it to the league to find out, right?
let's not
He made it
forget
to the
about-
league to find out, right? All right, we're going to make it to the league and find out.
He fulfilled everything that was said about him.
I'm
Let's
just
not
saying,
forget
he's-
about
I
Kwame
believe in
Brown
LeBron.
right now, okay?
I'm not mentioning. Don't you
I'm
mention
not
Kwame.
doing
I
that.
ain't mentioning
Kwame.
Kwame. Hey,
I-
Kwame.
Hey, I'm rocking with you, son.
I
Stephen
rock
A.
with you,
Smith.
bro.
I fuck with your mama's cooking.
Hey,
All of it. I
man,
fuck
look.
with you.
Hey, I'm
Period.
rocking with that young man
Period.
over there. I don't care what they
No
got
smoke.
to say. Nigga say, you see my hands? It's my tractor in the back. Nigga say, if you get
I
caught
already did
outside,
work.
they gonna fire you. He's like, nigga, I can do whatever I want to do because this mine. It's mine over here.
I'm gonna leave Kwame alone.
Well, I'm rocking with that young man.
I rock with him.
I'm rocking with
That's
that young man.
More power to you,
Come on,
Kwame.
man.
You
Y'all
know,
stop playing with that
keep
man.
it up. Let that gun fly, man.
Y'all stop playing with that man, bro. Stop
You
playing with
hit
that
niggas
man
with
top.
that.
Stop playing at that man top.
See, he
Pull up in
apologized,
that.
though. See that boy Charlamagne apologized. Had a 6-minute apology for that boy, though.
That's because that was some hometown shit.
Yeah, he had to
Oh,
fix that
Charlamagne?
shit. Oh, yeah, he had to
Yeah.
fix that.
That shit
Yeah.
hit. That shit hit Monk's corner. He's like, yo.
Nigga
Nigga got a
my
few
family's
phone
still
calls.
there. Hold on, my family. Whoa,
No,
let
he
me
got.
fix
He
this.
said on the thing. He said, I got a few phone calls. I had to talk down. I got cursed out by a few people this weekend. Because what he didn't realize is the people that were affected by whatever Kwame Brown's family did, he triggered whatever that happened by talking about that
Right.
shit so casually. So you also
You
got to
know?
watch out for the victims, along with.
I mean, you know, I guess I'm gonna have to give myself a couple of donkeys of the day. Then eventually we keep it on
You
up.
can't
'cause,
free donkey yourself, dog.
Oh, I'm gonna have. I'm
No,
nah,
you
I'm
gotta
just-
do it when it happens,
Oh,
bro.
and I will.
You
But
can't.
I'm just letting you know. I ain't really
You let
scared to say what I got to say.
You gonna let them know that you
You
got
know?
some donkeys coming.
Maybe a couple. I don't know. Hopefully 0. But I might have a couple. Somebody may not like it. It might be y'all. It may be them. Maybe you. I don't know. I'm not banking on it. I'm just saying it might look that way. You know what I'm saying? It might look like that shit.
So my thing is,
You know.
if my son could play like LeBron but want to be into something else, I'm gonna have to support that.
Nigga, as you grab your drink, nigga, you lying.
What?
Nigga, you lying.
Lucas
You just-
is gonna be on
Bro,
this.
don't listen.
What
Don't
are you
listen
talking
to
about?
him. He clearly lying
What?
right now in
I'm
this
gonna
moment.
support
What? He
it.
got support.
Till when?
And
Till he ain't good no more?
no, I'm gonna support it, but he just gotta put the same
He still
work
gotta
in.
play basketball.
No, he ain't gotta play
You
basketball.
kidding me, bro?
He don't.
You still gotta play
He
basketball.
don't.
bro.
But he can't just float around doing nothing. If he is not going to do basketball, he has to put that energy, that attention, that same whatever that made him good in basketball into whatever else he's going to do. He can't just be like, I'm gonna just see what happens, Dad.
So
And-
you
oh,
trying to
yeah,
tell?
yeah,
So
yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
no. So you telling me you not gonna feel no kind of way about that? Not even enough
Yeah, I
to
feel a way.
vocalize something to him about that?
I feel away, but I feel
Are you
even
gonna
more
vocalize
away.
something about it?
Nah, because I would feel even more away if I forced my son into doing something I know he didn't want to do.
So
And how he would look at me now as his dad. If
So
I did
saying what you want is not a okay thing. Like not saying that you got to. Like you said, your daddy said, "Hey, I want you to play football." He didn't have to go do that, but he did it just to see, just cause. He's
Nah,
like,
I don't
that
see
ain't
the
cool.
point of telling my son, I want you to play basketball. Now, what I would say is, bro, you are very, very fucking good at basketball.
Same thing.
You are one of the. That's not saying I want you to play.
Just wording it different, but
No,
I mean,
I'm literally saying you're good at basketball. I'm not saying
wanting you to play and saying
I'm not
you're
saying
good.
you have
That's what
to. I'm saying you're very good at it. You are very good at this. And if you were to go into it, you would probably be quite successful at it.
So you're not gonna say, I think you should stick to this at all. You're not gonna
No.
say,
I wouldn't.
I don't know, man.
so that's not really how you feel. Like that. Like that's why. Like you're not gonna feel any kind of way about it.
I told y'all how I would feel, and that would come off in a way of, bro, I hear you want to go into acting, but you are very good at basketball. But if that's what you want to do, I'm going to support that and what you want to do.
So
But
what
I'm
if
not
that
going to
don't
say,
work
nigga,
out?
I want you to play basketball.
Fair.
And then make him feel some type of way about having to fucking
So
Now,
what
see,
if it
I
doesn't?
agree with
What
you.
if it's not
Disappoint me.
good? What if it doesn't
But see,
work out the way that everybody expected it
But
to?
see, that's-
like
well,
honestly,
not-
But see, that
What
can
if
happen
he's
in
not
basketball too.
honestly,
what if that he's good in basketball? He wants to.
But
be
I'm saying
acting,
at the
but
same
he's not
time, he
good
could
in
get
acting.
injured and all
True.
that be gone.
But what if he
same
says?
thing on the acting side.
But what if he
Nah, you
says,
can be injured and keep
I don't want to play basketball anymore. I want to act, but he's not good at acting.
That's what
Would
I'm
you
saying.
redirect
Like,
him?
Now what happened?
Or would you still say, I'm going to let you go at it, even though you know, as a professional, the guy we know you are, you know your son isn't good at this. Or you only got a son. Your son isn't good at this. Would you
I
be
would
like,
support him in it till he got good. Yeah.
oh, man.
Yeah.
Till he got good.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to keep doing the same thing and not get good at it or raised to a different level of it. Not fucking with me.
No. That's unacceptable.
I ain't.
Joe,
No.
if
I'm
he's
not.
not good at it,
We
So,
invested too
Bro,
much.
do you know how
If
many
you're-
people I have seen that were not good at something and now are good at it?
okay, let's
That's
let's
like-
not talk about theater because you wanted to.
That's what I'm just saying. That's what I just said. Some people that were not good at something and now are good at it. Were you good at fucking editing videos before we started this?
I never did it.
Exactly. Now what
I
can
can't
you
say
do?
I wasn't good. I was.
But
I
now
was,
what can
I was
you do?
artistically prepared for it. Definitely, 100%. Because I see it. I just ain't never had to actually do it and apply
Exactly,
it.
but
So I was
you
probably
learned
gonna
that
be good regardless.
You were gonna be good,
I
but
know
at the
that.
time, we would say let's just fucking do it.
But even my
You
first
had to sit and
video, it
figure it
wasn't
out.
bad.
That's what I'm saying. But
That's
you had to
so-
sit and
it
figure it
wasn't-
out, and you got
figuring it
better.
out does
And
not
each
mean that
time
I'm
you've done
not-
it, you
No,
can go with
better.
this.
Figuring
The
it
nigga that
out
hates semantics is
does
doing what now?
not. No, you're right. And so figuring it out
But-
don't mean
but-
that I'm
but at
not
the same
bad.
time,
That
we've
mean
known
I'm not
a
good
lot
at it.
of people that have been in theater in acting for a long time.
Joe,
and they have
come on.
not gotten
Are they
better.
still working?
Joe, I know you like
I
to
mean-
play devil's advocate,
I
but
mean,
I'm
it's
asking
work, but
if
is
your
it-
son is.
Is
I
the
ain't
work
saying
gonna
he
pay
not,
your
because
bills
I know
and be
nigga.
sufficient enough
Nigga
to
probably
make a
gonna be
living?
better than all of us.
You
But
see what I'm saying?
I'm saying, yes,
If he
he can
not
start
good.
off not bad. I'm not gonna watch him continue to be bad at it because he would. I don't think
So
anybody
if
would
you
stay in anything
intervene,
that they're gonna continue to be bad at.
if you
So how long
intervene
would
and
you
it
let him
doesn't
be
work,
bad?
I would
That's what
say
he said.
maybe you need to go into something else dealing with theater. Maybe
How
you're
long?
better
I
with.
said, how long would you think that would?
I can't put a time. That's on him. I can't tell him, bro, you got to stop acting. You're just not good enough. And it's only been a year of him doing it, or 2 years of him doing. Who am I to say, nigga, you put enough time into this shit to be good at it? Who am I to put a fucking time limit on that shit? That nigga might get good on year fucking 8. And he might fucking pop off and be one of the most fucking famous actors from then on. But who the fuck am I to stop him at year 5 and say, nigga, you don't need to do this no more? Because you're not good.
I said I just say you're not
you're
good.
just saying you're not.
I'm
not.
saying you're not good.
You're not
But my thing is,
sufficient.
if
But
he
see,
not
financial
good,
support is a
he
whole
not
lot
getting-
different thing.
sufficiently good.
But if he
That's
not-
what
but if he
you,
not
you
good,
are
then he
trying
not
to
getting
step
work.
over that fact, and I just want to know.
I'm
like,
not stepping
what
over
would
the
you
fact.
do
A lot of
if he
people
was
start
not-
off not good. Now, if you're saying he never gets
Man,
good
I
ever,
understand.
that's a different thing. If
Okay,
he never
that's
gets
what
good,
I'm asking.
if he
now.
never gets
I
good
say how
ever, then
long?
I would
So
say
that's what
maybe
I'm
you
asking.
need to look into something else that still deals with this industry, but maybe not being on stage because you're not good at that.
And I just say how long.
But I wouldn't say, nah, nigga, you need to go play basketball now, nigga. No, I would be like,
Yeah, that's
go
why I
into
asked how
something else
long,
in the
because I'm be
field.
like, if you didn't waited 4 or 5 years and he didn't try acting for 4 or 5 years and he ain't played basketball for 4 or 5 years, he probably ain't gonna be the same caliber anymore when you could have saved him 3 years of that.
But who's to say that? Who's to
I
say
mean,
I could have?
true.
But
That's what I'm saying. So I got,
But
I got.
you're saying that, but I don't think you like.
These are all
we
what ifs.
we,
can
we
never
get
know.
to guide our own past with our own children. But I'm saying realistically, in realistic time, that doesn't seem valid. Like whether it's your mother or a wife or a girlfriend, like realistic time telling someone that you give them 5 years to figure it out in something that may or may not work out is not a realistic timeline.
I wouldn't give nobody. That's y'all coming up with the timeline.
I'm not saying.
I said, who am I
You're
to
right,
give somebody a
but
timeline?
and that's what I'm saying. But you don't give a timeline. So what we're asking is like, where do you draw the line? Like, where do you draw the line and step in and be like,
Maybe
hey,
there is no line
maybe
to be
this
drawn.
is not working
We gotta
out.
think of ourselves too. Maybe there is no line to be drawn because if we the same type, if we know this is what we want to do, whether parents.
I wish
or
a
whatever,
nigga would have
ain't
told
gonna
me
tell
on
that
year
I
5
can't
of
do
me
this.
acting that, oh nigga, you just gonna be doing ensemble children show for the. Alright, nigga, and now come look at me 5 years later, I'm doing something else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh nigga, you ain't never did a musical. Now we did fucking Sanctified. Now I was able to say, you know, nigga, you can see me sing, dance, and do all that
this
at
is
the
what-
same
but this-
time.
But let's be
before
fair.
then-
Let's be fair, Joe. You were not a bad actor. Like what I think the point is like, if it's not working out, when do you step in? You yourself were not that.
I don't know when I step
you
in.
have an actual talent.
It has
You
to
know
be
what I mean?
many different factors to come in. Now, if my son is a terrible actor but is booking fucking jobs every fucking year and I'm not taking care of him financially, I don't need to fucking step in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I
Now,
agree.
if I'm taking care of him financially and nothing is popping off and he's on
But I
fucking
think that's
year,
what we mean by not good. 'Cause, I mean,
well,
not
you gotta
good.
say it. You can't just
That's
be
what we
like, you know,
Why I gotta say that? Not good is not
because
good.
y'all can't. Everything
I mean,
is not black and white, bro.
It's not getting work.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
not
that's
good.
not
You're
good.
not getting
I know
work.
a lot of not good people in this city that fucking work. But we all know that.
I said not getting work. I agree with
I'm
you.
saying
I said
that's
they're
why you
not
have
good
to be
and they're
specific.
not
Now y'all are
getting
saying that.
work.
But I'm saying before we were saying, what if he got into it and he wasn't good? That's not saying he won't ever be good. Y'all not saying, oh, what if your son got into it and he just will never be good at acting? That's a whole different thing. Like
I mean, that's
And
the same
even
thing
then-
if I put my son, he was an actor, and put him in basketball. I mean, ain't no telling how. But is there a cap on?
Yeah, that's the question.
No, I mean there will never be a cap where I tell them you can't do this anymore.
No, not
The only
not
thing
cap.
I would say
It's
is
not
I can't. If I was financially supporting him, I would be like, I can't financially support you in doing this.
so
anymore.
is that not a cap?
That's not a cap of telling him he has
Come
to
on, man,
stop
that's
doing
a
I mean, he
it.
can
cap.
still do
That
it.
means he
I
has
just
to
won't
do
get no money
something
from me.
else.
No, it doesn't.
No,
No, it
yeah, you can
doesn't.
still do it. You just
You're
not
not
getting money
doing it
from
on
me.
my dime.
True, but that sounds like a cap to me. Like I've allowed you to work this process out on your own while I'm supporting you. But now at this moment, I'm not going to support you. But you are still free to continue doing that or do something else.
But
That
that's not a
sounds
cap.
like a cap. Joe, come on, that all right. All
A
right.
cap to me is like y'all said, would you tell him he got to do something else now? I said no. I'm
Okay,
not gonna
that-
tell my son you can't do this no more, or I
That's-
want you to
that's-
go do this
That's
now
a
because
cap. It's a
you're not.
limit. It's a border. It's a line. Like whatever you
Well,
want
if
to
it was
call
financially,
it. It's the same thing.
then it'd be a different cap. It'd be based on
It's-
how much money.
it's
If I'm
still a
rich,
cap.
then his cap is way the fuck up here. He go do 10 years. If
So
my
who
cap
cares?
financially is I only got this much money, then hey, bro, you got 5 months till you got to do this on your
So
own. But you
is
can
it-
still do this.
Is it not a cap?
A cap on
What do you mean by cap?
Like a limit, like
financial
are we still
support?
putting
Yes.
up- no, whatever it is. Like,
But
whether
I'm not
you
gonna
say-
stop supporting my son. I might say, hey, I
No,
can't
man.
pay for you to live here
Nobody's
anymore
gonna stop
and
doing
go
that.
act. But
Nobody-
yes, I will be at your next play, no matter how bad you are.
Great.
I can agree with that. I just wanted to ask if there a cap on it, because I'm like,
Yeah.
if you're not
Yes.
good and you're not booking, and you were LeBron, before you said I want to do acting, I'm be like,
No,
you know, you was LeBron at one point in time. You don't think you want to try
I'm gonna tell you
LeBron
straight
a little
up.
bit?
You was playing basketball. You was damn good at that.
I know. I would
No.
have.
Y'all saying what
You
I
chose-
just said.
No,
I would
I
tell
agree
you
with
that
you.
you very good.
I-
No,
None of y'all have said, nigga,
Oh.
you got to go play basketball.
I ain't
I
even
said
finished
that.
yet.
But now
I
look
ain't
how you
finished.
talking. You're
I ain't
very
finished yet.
good. You don't want to
Nah,
go.
and-
I ain't
First you
finished.
said,
would've
no,
said-
nigga, you going to play.
I'll wait.
I would have told
I'll
if
wait.
you're not gonna be 16 and we didn't went from goddamn you 3 years old all the way to you 16 and we went from you and did all this shit and you finna get ready to go to college. Now you say I want to do acting and you're LeBron. No, we gonna see what LeBron do first, and then if you don't make a LeBron, then we gonna act. Cause guess what? We know LeBron school gonna be paid for. Goddamn, he probably gonna get some money in the bank. He probably gonna have. Yeah, we gonna go through them
Man, I'm gonna
steps.
say it straight like this.
Yeah.
You LeBron, you don't want to play
And then
no
you'll
more.
do Space Jam
No,
after you in
It's
the league.
easy. It's easy. You don't want to play no more? Cool. You want to be an actor? That's not working out. So now it's time for you to find something else. I don't know what that is. Maybe you don't know, but you got to figure that out.
Now,
you
are we
you
saying-
got to find something else now.
Now, are we saying
And
he's
I-
LeBron
that's
and he
my
don't
cap.
like basketball
No,
anymore?
no.
That's different.
It ain't even about that. You said you
He
didn't
would
want to
not
play
have to
that
like
anymore.
basketball to say I want to be an actor and not
Exactly.
play basketball. Apparently, he don't like
That's
basketball.
what I'm
That
saying.
don't- that
So
don't
you don't
mean-
gotta go back to
that's
that.
false.
But
I
you
played football
definitely-
and did acting.
I'm
No,
saying
you
the
gonna find
initial
something
hypothetical
else to
was
do.
your son was like, I don't want to fucking play basketball.
Man.
I want to be an actor.
I don't care if you go dust rocks in the mountains. You gonna do something. Okay? You gonna do something. Whether that was basketball or you change your mind and you want to be an actor, now you want to be an architect. I don't really even care what that choice is. But there is going to be a choice that's going to be made. Now, if you want to change your mind during that time, that's cool too. But you also got to analyze your circumstance and where you at and what you got to do before you get to doing all that. But if you want to change your mind, cool. Now you don't want to be an archaeologist no more, right? You want to be a zoologist. Cool. But you're going to do something. Like there's going to be a cap. There's like I'm going to step in and be like, hey, I know you're trying to figure it out. That's cool. If you think this is working, great. I'll tell you my opinion. I don't see it like that. I don't see it working out like that. That's just my opinion. Cool. If you want to keep doing it, do what you got to do. But you definitely going to do something. There's something that's going to happen and a choice is going to be made. You don't get the freedom to float through life under my watch without just like making actual decisions and choices for your own self. Like you ain't going to get to float through like that on under my watch. Like you just floating because you don't know. Like, nah, I'm gonna let you know. Like, hey, you need to make a decision here. Like, what you want to do. Like, it's your choice, but what do you want to do? And you need to make something. Like, figure it out, make it happen, and we can rock that way until you feel like you can't anymore. Something is pulling you in another way. But you gonna do something, and we gonna rock that way until we not rocking that way. Like, you got to make a choice. Like, got to.
I agree with. My thing is, are you trying to try some shit, or you don't want to do this shit anymore?
That's a fair evaluation too. Like, those are answers that are needed too.
We didn't work this hard, and now you want to try something different. Are we still doing this? Or are we saying cut? That's a real conversation there.
I'm just
For
different,
me.
man. I'm just different.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we all
No, I'm just
different.
saying, we
here,
just got different parenting
Yeah.
styles. So for me, I don't care what point my child at. If he want to switch and change, and it mentally will make him feel better to do this now instead of this,
Yeah.
then we gonna go at it. I mean, we're gonna go at it with a proper plan. We're gonna go at it with a sound mind and all that, but we gonna go at it. I'm never gonna feel like or be a burden or feel like I have to, hey man, you gotta do this, you need to do this, you really good at this, so you should do this. Because I've had people do me that my whole life. Were telling me, oh man, your parents good preachers, you need to preach, all that poetry, hey, that's good, but behind that pulpit, man, you do that, man.
I think
you
less
can
of the
keep
fact
doing
of,
this
like,
little theater
pointing,
shit
though,
now.
but less of the fact of pointing,
You know what I'm
but more an idea like, do you, like, I think all of our parents at one point in time, not for us, like, of course, we're going to do it different. But I think it's safe to say all our parents at one point in time was like, hey, I know you want to be an actor and you want to do this, but I'm going to give you, like, this little limit or this amount of time or this little limit for you to, just do what you got to do and see if it worked before they were like, hey, maybe this is or isn't. Like,
My parents didn't do that.
Mine either. They just said, find some other
Find
shit.
some shit you better make.
While you
can't
still
do-
trying to do that shit.
But I gave myself a cap. It wasn't never nobody else had to give me I gave myself a cap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if by this year this not happening, blah blah blah, I'm gonna reevaluate for next year. That's how I always get. My parents never did that. It was like they like Joe. My parents are more like Joe.
Yeah.
Try the shit. I don't care how old you are. Like my parents told you, like
Yeah.
I was good at football. I had scholarship to football. I could have been in school for free, but I wanted to do acting. You know what I mean? So it just depends.
And that's same like my wife now. She doing microblading and eyebrows. She been doing OT, occupational therapy,
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
That's what she do. She could retire doing that shit and live an awesome fucking life. But she busted up saying, hey, I want to do it. I ain't never seen her interested in that shit or nothing. But
Yeah.
first thing I
Gotta
did
go.
was get behind that shit. I bought her
Yeah.
her first little practice kit before she took her first fucking class. And now she fucking drawing on fucking pig ears and shit and all type of shit. But it's just a matter of, I could have been like, nah, motherfucker, you don't fucking do eyebrows. You do this.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck you good at. That's what make money. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't know if you gonna make money.
The
Yeah,
approach
it's just-
bad, like that's
I just-
abrasive
gonna
as
make
fuck.
hell out of it.
Well, yeah,
That's
now I'm not gonna say it like
abrasive
that, but it could have been like fucking eyebrow.
But you got parents, but like in a sense,
So it come from-
you do got parents
But
that
even
will
if
get
that's
on
what she
your
wanted
ass
to do,
like
she
that.
would plan out.
But that's why
You
I'm
know what
okay
saying?
with,
It's
because
all-
I know.
it's gotta be a plan.
Yeah,
It's
but
gotta
I'm
be a
never
plan.
gonna let nobody just free flow.
Yeah.
No,
But
if
look,
you don't want to do this, you got.
whether we
What I
had
say, you
good
got to put that
parents or
same
not.
time and energy toward what made you good at that
Yeah.
towards this. And your ass is out there hooping every fucking night, doing all that, look like LeBron. When by the time you got the AAU, now you want to switch to theater, nigga. Don't come in here trying to fucking go to sleep and shit now. Get your ass up at 5 a.m. and start going over these fucking monologues and shit
Yeah,
too.
Get your voice.
So
exercise,
my dad used to
stuff.
sit me by the motherfucking dishwasher,
I think
turn that bitch
leads
on, turn the
into my
air on.
question.
He
So-
go all the way to the other room and be like, say this monologue. I better be able to hear every fucking word in this room.
So how
These
hard is it to live?
And
up
that's
to the
after I
pressure
said I wanted to do theater.
Well, how hard is it to live up to the pressure of that though? Like when your parents do get involved in
Now that's
No, you know what I mean.
No, I'm saying, now,
when
once you do
when
say
they
yes,
choose to get involved,
and now you're involved,
in
that's-
what you are or are not.
that's a
doing,
whole
like,
nother level of how involved your ass
Yeah.
is.
So I mean, as a parent and a child, like we all children and we also parents. Like how does that dynamic work? Like when the parent does decide to be like, hey, you can't do that no more. You know what I mean? Like,
And I think
like
it
now
come
with
with-
I think that depends
I
on
think
the
it come
child,
with
too.
your communication
Yeah.
with your child. If you got,
I mean, I'm
Right.
sure that we probably may not have experienced that, but I'm just saying in the sense
no, I'm
of
saying
the
it comes
thought,
with like it come
I-
with good community. I gotta know when I'm being too much, and you can know by either watching signs from your child that yo, you give me some fucking space, or you, I got it, or and some dads ignore all that shit. They just be like, nah, nigga, look, this is what we finna do. Da, da.
Yeah.
How we do today? We do good. We do, you know what I'm saying? Everything is we, me, you know, us. You know, everything is up. We got a show today, huh? You ready?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it's more of me like I'm a push as much as he let me push, and
But that's what I'm saying. But what if you find yourself in a position where you are pursuing a thing that you want, and your parents like validly say like we are against that. We don't feel it. We think you need to do something else. We told you should do something else, and that's what we sticking by. And like you said, like you put a cap on it, whether it be financially or like whatever.
I think you gotta have a come to
So,
Jesus moment
Yeah,
and
that's what you
decide
gotta figure out what your
if
plan
you
is.
really are passionate about this and what you want to do. Then you gonna have to keep forward. Fuck what your people say.
You gotta plan this shit out.
Is that an ideal that you would like your child to adopt?
I want my child to be able to.
Yes.
If that's something you know you want to do, plan
I would
this
not
shit
prefer
out.
that be the method that it happens.
Yeah.
I would prefer us to be on the
more
same
that end
page.
of it.
I would prefer us to be on the same
I'm on
page
that end.
about his life and what he's doing.
Yeah.
But if he's not, I would hope that I've instilled enough in him to be like, Dad, I'm confident in what I want to do right now. I have a plan, and I want to go forward this way. Because I might not know. We're going to get old. We're going to get to the point where we might not know
I don't
what's
think we'll
popping.
ever
I
be
mean,
like
we
that.
going to know what's
Yeah,
popping,
we-
but,
we-
nigga, hey,
We
nigga,
gonna know what
You
our
ain't heard
kids
that
want,
new
bro.
Chopper
But
City?
we not- we
I
not
thought
the type
I
to
thought
talk
a
to our
glizzy was
kids.
a gun, nigga.
The glizzy is a gun.
No.
A glizzy, I don't know what these young niggas
Hey,
say now.
not
A
in
glizzy
middle
is a
school,
gun.
nigga.
That beat. I'm gonna just tell you right now, because I'm with you, bro.
These young niggas
I
make new
always-
terms.
I
They were
always
like,
thought
oh, now the glizzy not a gun no more. They changed
Nah, they did.
It's gone, bro.
They did, bro.
it. If you
You
go
said-
to the
I
Urban
bet if you
Dictionary,
go- I bet
glizzy
if you
is
go to
still gonna say
Target-
a Glock.
I bet if you go to Target or Walmart and say glizzy out loud, nobody's gonna think you're talking about a
I'm
gun.
going to the Urban Dictionary.
The Urban
Where can I find the
Dictionary will tell-
glizzies?
Urban Dictionary will tell you.
That's what we finna say. That's what we finna find
They'll
out.
tell you too what a glizzy
No, that's like
is.
Wikipedia, nigga. They updated.
No, I've definitely already had this conversation before, and I learned too. But it's definitely not a gun anymore.
No.
Maybe for you.
Maybe it could be a gun for you, but
Maybe for
All
you.
right.
But
if you talking to somebody under 18,
shit, I think it might be a little older than that.
25,
22,
22, 22 saying, this is.
And at one point, it was a hot dog. It was definitely.
That's what they say. A man eating a hot dog.
Eating the
That's
glizzy.
what the fuck it says.
Eating the
Nah,
glizzy.
what, no, you on Google, bro.
I'm on Google. I'm not on Wikipedia. None of that stuff.
Nah.
What you mean?
Don't.
No, that's what I thought.
Do you know who? Okay.
But it's not a hot dog. It's,
The same people that
I get what hot. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
going.
the same people that control what you can see on Facebook, they do Google too. So
I
you
can-
should probably.
I
click
can
on-
literally dissect what a hot dog could probably be. Bro. I can figure that out. I don't need it to say dick or penis. So I can get that. Get it.
Phallus.
there you go.
I get it.
That is not
I
what a
never
glizzy
knew that
is.
that's what a glizzy was.
That is now what a glizzy.
Everybody keep
What?
their glizzies to themselves.
I would definitely would have been out of place with that one. What?
Nigga, you want me to pull the glizzy?
And we talked
No.
about this too, and I did.
No, I do not want you to pull the glizzy.
What the fuck is wrong?
Bro, that's the generation we living in now, man. That's what's up. Hey, that is right. This conversation reminds me of Jim Brown and One Night in Miami. He was the best fucking running back in the NFL, but the nigga really enjoyed shooting fucking movies. So much that he walked his ass the fuck away.
But was he not good in them?
You think Jim Brown one of the best actors?
Not the best.
Good.
At that time?
Good.
Yeah. They all
He just
like
kicked
that.
white people's ass.
Blaxploitation.
And quit football
He
to do
literally-
movies.
I'll give you that. He was in every film.
I love
he
Jim
good.
Brown
Blaxploitation.
but he was not good.
I don't
Sorry.
think the acting was good in most blaxploitation films. I don't think it was the acting because I don't think that was the point.
The
to
Mac
be
was
honest.
good.
Well, we do say glizzy is a slang for the word Glock handgun.
What
We
year
do
is
say
that?
2015.
Did he just say what I heard?
That's what I know glizzy is, bro.
That's what he had back in 2015. That's what happened.
I mean, I'm not walking around talking. Which you need to
Nigga, I got that
You walking around
2015
talking
glizzy.
about- I got my glizzy.
I don't even
Y'all
say the
niggas walking
word.
around talking about your glizzy.
I don't even
all
say
day.
the word, bro.
I'm gonna say
I don't even
my
say the
word.
word.
The word.
It ain't my word. My word is
Y'all niggas brought up
perfunctory.
glizzy.
That's
I'm
my
like,
Don't
word.
make me pull this 2015 glizzy.
That's my word, perfunctory. That's
What?
my word. Yeah. SAT, look it up. Perfunctory.
Nah, you
I'll
can
let
have
you
that one.
figure that
I don't
one
even
out.
want to use it.
Cool.
a glizzy gladiator.
Hey,
Perfunctory.
perfunctory. Yes, sir.
I wouldn't. Why would I? Nigga, this shit perfunctory.
That's actually how you use it in a sentence. So there you go. There you go. You might know more than you think.
Context clues. So, man, I think for whatever anybody wants to do, man, you got to raise your child in the best way that you feel is possible, because you're going to have to deal with that motherfucker when they get older. Now, whether they...
Just don't force the shit.
Yeah, and even if you do, you're going to have to deal with what that shit bring and what come with that in the long run. It might not be initially. It might be something that lingers on and builds up and something happens over time, or it might turn out to be a beautiful relationship because you just got a child that's what they go off of. I know from my cousin, him, Lucas and Luke, his dad, that's how they work. He loved to fucking work out. His dad loved to work his ass out. And that shit got his ass to the NBA, has a nice career. And that's what fed into him. That's what fed his spirit. So it's basically based on how you know your child to be, you know. And we all gonna have to push our child in many different ways because our child are encouraged differently. You know what I'm saying? It's different shit that gets each one of our kids hyped and motivated to do stuff. So you gotta figure out what motivates your kid and try to push them towards whatever their motivation is and have them go into that and be supportive.
Be supportive.
Initially,
Amen.
you know,
Amen.
you can give, Brandon has a 5-year cap.
I mean, not a 5-year
It's not
cap.
five.
It's not a 5-year cap. But there's
It's a
definitely
cap
a
on
fucking
it.
cap.
It's a cap.
There is a
Yeah,
cap.
If I'm
Cap.
financially
Not
supporting you,
gonna
it's
fuck
a
off
cap somewhere.
forever. Even like my mama, like even when I started doing theater, it wasn't the same because I wasn't making the same amount of money. Like when it got serious for me, then she lessened up a little bit. But she not about to just let me free fuck off just all this time and for no reason. Like she gonna say something like, hey, that didn't give you that much. Maybe you should do something else too. Or do something else in total.
And
Like,
see,
either or.
and your mom would tell you, my mom wouldn't say nothing to me. She
My
let me
mama
figure
like,
it
hey,
out.
My
Hey,
mom tell me,
maybe,
man, you
you
might
know,
want to get another. You ever thought
something
about
else,
Uber
can you-
Eats and?
anything.
But yeah, my mom would do. My
Yeah.
mom be like, well, I was thinking about doing Uber Eats. I'm like, Mama, you not feeling. Well, maybe you should.
Maybe.
You got me, man.
I just slipped
You
that on in there real
put that
quick.
in your spirit. Put that in your atmosphere right quick.
Well, mama's boy, I tell you.
You're right. I can't do that, but maybe you can.
I tell you, these parents,
That
bro,
is
they-
funny.
I was thinking about Instacart, but I can't carry them. I was thinking you could carry them groceries.
Yeah, man, how about I just make a profile and you just
And you just use it.
That's how your mama gently push you. You coming to church Sunday? Now parents do push that. So this is what we're gonna do, man. We thank y'all for joining tonight, man. We're gonna let you be a parent, how you be a parent. We just want to have a discussion on where we pushing our kids towards, and we'll check in with y'all 5 years from now, see what the fuck our kids doing, how many programs we've paid for, and how many different activities.
Maybe a cap,
Maybe
maybe not a
There's
cap.
a cap on that.
No cap, baby.
We
No
might,
cap.
we might come back to Brandon and see that he was all cap with the cap.
No, no.
That's it.
That's pretty
Your
solid.
Your financial situation may change. You may.
That's what I'm
keep
saying.
capping on
That
the
cap might, you know, what
Okay,
happened
I know.
every year in the NFL.
If your goddamn
really think-
cryptocurrency go ham, you think you're not gonna change up? You
And
gonna
what?
be-
Let him do nothing? Because I
Cap.
got some money?
I
The
said,
cap gonna raise.
the cap gonna raise.
Who
nigga.
cap?
Stop.
Nigga, what happened
Who
in the
cap
NFL?
gonna raise?
Every year the what go up.
But the salary cap.
Yeah, there we go.
You're right. But whose cap is going to change?
The cap gonna
Whose
change.
cap?
Your cap changed.
Mine.
His cap changed.
My cap changed.
Your change.
My cap
His
changed.
cap changed.
You
It's
still
a trickle
ain't
down.
doing
It
nothing.
trickled down, Brandon.
Do something.
It trickled down.
No, that cap don't mean you're not doing nothing. It just means you
It's
got
gonna trickle
a period
down.
of time to
That's
what,
exactly
you
what.
doing.
That's why the cap gonna come.
No,
you
you
still
can
ain't
do
doing
something,
nothing.
just
He
not
get more
getting
time.
as much as you want.
Nope,
He got a bigger
Nah.
cap. Bigger cap equal more time.
brother. If you not,
Cause I was
doing
working
nothing,
nonstop, but
that
my cap
don't
it wasn't
increase.
enough.
You don't get
If
a
KB had a bigger cap, he still would have been going.
I still would have been going. My cap
Bigger
was
cap.
no.
Bigger cap.
The cap,
Longer cap.
the cap will
No.
change.
No.
The cap will change you.
No.
It's a trickle
No.
down, Brandon.
No,
If you
I'm
get
looking at
blessed,
it for what
if
it
you
is.
get blessed, he gonna get blessed.
Oh, I buy him nice things, but that don't mean you get to just sit here and still fuck off all this time. You just can't do that. You just can't do that.
You can't buy him the
You,
fish.
you
You
can
gotta
do, you can
take
do what
him to
I'm
the
doing.
river, Brandon.
Look, here we go. You can do what I'm doing and come get on this money train too with me, and now we both swimming in it. You don't even got to look for me for no cap. You got your own cap now.
That is the goal.
Get off my cap.
That is
That is the goal.
No
Get
cap.
off my cap.
No cap.
Get your own cap.
Please
on my
have your
top.
own cap.
Laying on my top, man.
And when you have your own cap, you can tell your parents to go fuck off.
Hey, I wouldn't.
And
I
if you
wouldn't.
got the right parents, I
I'll-
won't mind you saying that.
Yeah, I probably.
You
would-
can't tell
I'd probably
me go
would
fuck
just say, fuck off, but
Not in those words.
Not in those words.
I
but
just say,
You
Mama,
can
I don't
be
need
you
your
can be
help.
like, Mama, like I
I
gotta
don't need
live
your
my
help.
life. Like you lived
Not in
yours.
them words,
I can
either.
understand that. Like no, you can't say that shit.
I know.
Mother, at this time, I think I have collected enough funds to not need to borrow from you anymore.
Nah.
What you gonna do with your life though? Make sure we know what you're doing that's right.
Even if I had $1 million, I still ask my mama for $20.
No, nigga, no.
Just to keep her humble.
No.
Let me borrow.
She
it.
gonna ask you for 20.
And I give it to her, but
Every time.
Brandon gonna be the
You ain't gonna be able to get it out.
I can walk it out.
When he gets, I want.
As soon as he
I
open his
want-
mouth.
the whole
My
stack.
prayer
Hey,
is that you get
can I
money,
hold
bro.
the $20?
This boy gonna cap.
Let me
I
hold
want
it
you to get
to
money
Before you
so
open your
bad,
mouth,
Let me hold
jump right.
it to
It's not gonna be the same.
I got you, baby. Now when I come
Yeah,
back
yeah,
from the
hold
store, can I hold the $20?
No, let me hold 20.
Let me hold the
Let me hold.
They're gonna
So
be like,
look,
let me hold
You gonna give me
10,000.
my 20 back? Because I'm about to give you.
Brandon, all them goddamn 20s.
You
All these
got
20s I gave you,
All
all
them
y'all.
20s.
You right.
Do you know how many
Right.
20s I spent raising
Before
your
you made
ass?
it to the 20 you could give me, before you made it to the 20 you could give me, how many 20s did
I
you
had
give me?
9 months of spending 20s before you even came to this earth.
And that's what I'm saying. Just let me hold one so I don't forget and you don't forget either. Right?
Man, give me
you
the
used to
fucking
give
money.
me all the 20s.
Give me the
Now
money.
I'm giving you all the 20s.
Give me the
so
money.
just every once in
You
a while,
owe me.
I'ma come through, ask you for a 20, bring us back to, just so we don't get lost in where we at.
Give me the money, boy. I'll give you 20.
But just know when I come back and ask you for 20,
I'm not giving you shit, Brandon.
No, baby, look. Remember what you used to tell me? Baby, look, see? You see that? You see them right there? You see that?
See them lights?
Yeah.
You take care of that.
Guess how they are.
That's 20.
Not from that 20 you just got.
That's 20, my boy.
It's It's been another awesome episode of Actors Quarantine Corner
Yes,
right
sir.
here on Monday night. We want to make sure y'all tune in. We got a dope ass episode coming for y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.
Memorial Day weekend, baby.
And make sure you go get your AQC merch, right? Wear your AQC shirt. Wear your shirt. Wear your shirt. Wear your AQC shirt. Wear your shirt. Wear your shirt.
Why you
Wear
ain't buy
your
no shirt
AQC shirt. Wear your shirt. Wear your
What
shirt.
you waiting
Wear
on?
your shirt. Wear your shirt.
you just
Go
sitting there
to
watching the show. You ain't doing nothing
AQCmerch.com.
AQCmerch.com.
Why you ain't bought the shirt?
.com.
They nice. They say
.com.
Actors Quarantine going on.
.com.
You don't want one?
.com.
I got a couple.
.com.
They got some too.
.com. AQCmerch.com. .com. AQCmerch.com.
What y'all waiting on?
.com. Go buy you a shirt. Gotta support these niggas' work.
Go buy.
Buy a shirt.
AQC
Support
merch.
these niggas' work.
What y'all doing?